All right, let's get this shit started. First of all, I'll make an announcement. I will have a 6 a.m. show tomorrow morning. So I'll be back tomorrow morning. What I'm going to talk about tomorrow morning is going to be interesting. Yeah, thank you, Ted, for validating me. Would you like to come up, sir? Would you come up? I appreciate that. Yes, I wouldn't make it up. Everybody was talking about it. Yeah, tomorrow morning I will be on at 6 a.m. That's right, you heard it. 6 a.m. I'll have an early morning sports wrap show. I'll talk about a number of things. And one of the things I will be talking about tomorrow morning is who else? What else? The Miami Dolphins. Should be good. The Dolphin fan base are down on their quarterback because, yes, they were lied to by fools who are like, you could say, Dolphin content creators, Dolphin media, flunky Dolphin media that lie. They lied to him. I told you people a month and a half ago that he will be a game manager, and now the fan base is so up in arms because the millennial and zillennial dumbass Dolphin fan base really thought they was getting the next Dan Marino. I dropped the link, baby. Come on up. T. Dudiak, come on up.
Now you know. Now you know who I.
Say
Guess
again,
what?
baby. What's up?
I apologize. You're 100% right. I finally found the little excerpt where Biden is talking down to the civil rights leaders. Shame on him. He got a lot of fucking nerve. That motherfucker was talking to niggas like,
They
"Don't
ain't
you ask,
shit.
nigga? Just take what I give you and shut the fuck up."
When
The,
he, we'll get back to the sports in a minute. Dudiak, come on up. When
that's
he
me,
was,
man.
when he was running, and he told black people, "If you don't vote for me, you're not black." That's all you need to know about Joe Biden.
There's plenty of history out there. For him
I
to have
told
the
you guys
nerve to say
this.
something, for him to have the nerve to say this shit, and first thing he said is like, "Well, I gotta go. I'm not gonna be here." It's like he's doing you a fucking favor. Uh, that motherfucker's bad news.
And
Don't expect
Kamala
shit out.
already let
Don't
it
don't
know.
expect shit out of him. Kamala was right there next to him and didn't say a goddamn word.
Because Kamala's already let it be known, my friend, on many of occasions, she's not black.
Yeah, she's black. She just don't give a fuck about black men.
No, black people in general. She don't like black women either.
Yeah, she's a member of a black sorority.
Yeah, that was then. This is now. You're talking 30 years ago.
Well, we'll see. She's
But
not gonna.
getting
She's
back to
not.
him, getting back to
Well,
him,
it's disloyal for a vice president to buck up against the president. You know, vice president stands in line so they can get to office one day, like Biden did.
well,
You
I
know,
told you, my friend, the one thing they both have in common, they
but
hate black men.
yeah, I was wrong.
It's
I was
okay,
wrong.
bro.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Where I was looking, none of the major news sources carried it. It was all alternative sources, and they came with receipts.
It's because no one cares about us, bro. It's sad.
Um, the main, even MSNBC, the only one who pushed a different line was Sharpton, because Sharpton's slick enough to say to take that shit and still find a way to get his hands in the pocket and find himself a gig behind this shit
Of
because
course.
he ran interference for Obama on MSNBC for 8 years. You know, he ate well. You know, never say nothing bad about Obama, and he's going to do the same thing for Biden. And he sure did. He sure did. I just had to hear it for myself. I'll say I was wrong. I was just wrong, just that I didn't find it. I'm not that. Actually, I'm a bit surprised that he's talking this strong. And I've been waiting for you to come on. I wish I had your email. As soon as I found out, I was like, damn, I pushed so hard back against Mace because I couldn't find it. I didn't see it. And I didn't know if it were true or not. And, you know, you could have been going off some hearsay. That shit's well founded. Uh, I just couldn't find the dang story. But I found the story. I heard him say it. I heard the way he talked to him.
Yeah. And you know what? Black people, if you're listening, I know a lot of you not.
Send me an email.
I'll
so
do
I don't
that
have
in the
to.
back right now. I'll do that in the back right now.
Or just send me one at Beasley Live. Just send me, say, hey, it's Mace.
All right, you got it.
Yeah, that way I can get that shit off my fucking chest. I had no way to contact you. I felt horrible. I'm giving. Bro. No. Well, man, you know what? I'm a class act, man. You call me a troll, I'm a class act. If I'm wrong, I want to stand corrected. I got corrected. It ain't no big deal. I couldn't find a story.
Yeah, man.
That's because the story was on alternative sites.
What's disturbing is something that our girl said last night when I played her copy, and she's right. Black people, you voted for these two, you're going to get what you deserve. The ones who voted for them, you're going to get what you deserve.
Basically, what he said is what I said, which means I'm going to look out because I choose to look out, and don't ask me for nothing else. You know what? You know the way that he talked. It reminded me when I was a kid, and they would put the like the baked chicken, the whole chicken, to be out there on the out there on the table, and they're cutting it up, and they say, "What pieces do you want?" I said, "I want some of the breasts." Yeah. And my father would say, "No, I eat the breasts. You can have the drumstick or the thigh." Yeah. You know? Eat some of that chicken. Eat some of that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I brought this. Go ahead.
Don't Beasley. Go ahead. I'll talk after you. Go ahead, President.
No, it's like, you know, I'm when you start paying some of the bills around here, you could have some of the breast.
Wasn't our dads cool at our ages when we were young men?
They lay down the law. They wasn't with no bullshit.
Talking to the great President Beasley here, Zach.
Wasn't nothing masculine about him. We knew who was running the motherfucking household. At least I knew.
Yeah, I knew too. I knew my father paid the bills. My mother did too, but I know Dad did.
Motherfucker would drive up, saying we'd be playing around the house in the living room and everything. When that motherfucker drove up, we knew to get the fuck up out the goddamn living room. Yeah. Whatever little... Man, you know, we used to have Nerf toys, and we would play with bubbles, just doing shit that boys do.
We were playing G.I. Joe, bro. That was us in our generation.
Oh, man, I was into G.I. Joe, too.
Yeah, but, bro.
Oh, man, my mother didn't like G.I. Joe because she didn't like war toys. But when I first got my first G.I. Joe shit, I got old. Someone gave them to me.
Remember the yellow? You know what I had from G.I. Joe, Beasley? I had the yellow command center. Remember that?
I remember that shit. My brother used to get the helicopters.
Yeah, but my brother had the helicopter.
Man, I used to get that old school shit because someone gave me a bunch of them with the British outfits and American outfits and them fucking machine guns, hand grenades. Motherfucker always had a scar on his face. The berets. Yeah. And we took it to new levels with firecrackers and shit, was blowing shit up.
I'm waiting for Zach to join us. Zaki, what's up, my friend? Good evening to you.
Yeah, I was into that shit. Yeah, that's when daddies were daddies.
Yeah, man. Hey, Zach, you've been great in other platforms. I've seen you around, man. You're doing a good job. Good for you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm trying to network, man. So when I start this channel of mine, I'm gonna start two different ones. I'm gonna start one that's mostly like fun-based stuff, and I'm gonna start a more serious one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm just trying to network, see how everything goes, and try to use StreamYard to kind of like get a feel for things.
Yeah, start some fights. Start some rivalries.
I'm here with Beasley here, the president.
There's already enough of the rivalries. People are literally fighting over like equipment and microphones and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, start some rivalries. Go on some shows and show the host up.
And me and Beasley, we were talking about the leak Monday night of Joe Biden telling the NAACP that he ain't doing nothing for black folks, and in his opinion, it was the Hispanics that got them through, not the blacks. Even though I would say,
he basically said, if you're smart, you would pattern yourself after the Latins. There's more of them anyway.
Ouch.
Dude, hey, send me that link. Send me that link because there's a coworker that was literally like on Biden's dick this entire time during this election.
You want to know something?
And
because
there's some Democratic. I got a lot of Democratic shrills in my workplace, and I wanted to really see him that because I've been telling him, and he's been, and he was kind of ignoring that. He was like, "Oh, he was like that in the past, yada yada yada." I want to see that. And I want to see that right after
for him to be talking like that before he's even inaugurated, for him to talk like that, period. It's like he got offended that nigga was asking him about something. You know,
I've been saying it for the longest in this room. Those two together, there's a reason. Now,
bro,
it's
beginning
to filter out.
Yeah, people get offended when I say I'm done with the Democratic Party. Like, I know what the Republicans are about. I'm not saying I'm a Republican. I'm a conservative, but I'm not a Republican, right?
He's a old.
About. Like Democrats are like evil. They're like the kind of like we have a saying in Texas. It's like, don't piss down my back and tell me it's raining. These guys are pissing down your back and telling you it's raining.
Don't pee on my head and tell me it's raining. That's my grandfather used to say that. Yep. He's an old school Democrat that takes black people's votes for granted, and he really and the way he spoke is like, you nigga, don't you dare come and ask for nothing extra.
He's always been like that.
He talked to him like sharecroppers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I don't even respect the NAACP anymore. Remember the NAACP always had like the NAACP Image Awards. They always gave it up to some rapper or something like that. R. Kelly got it 1 year and stuff like that. I was just like, man, what are you guys trying to do? You know,
the NAACP been proven to be full of shit.
Oh, I've been knew that.
They were gonna name Donald Sterling Man of the Year.
That's bougie. What I call them cool
it's a corporate thing. Do you know the NAA's relation? The NAACP, the headquarters, and I think it's in Baltimore, or it might be in Chicago. Their relationship with all the outlet offices is that you could use the name to raise money, whether it's selling ads in magazines or having the events. But 75% of the money has to come back to the corporate headquarters, or you keep 75%. Whatever. It's profit oriented.
Bro, man, that's crazy, man. I wouldn't be surprised their office in Baltimore, man. I've never been to Baltimore, but all I gotta say, man, Baltimore is the prime example of a black city just going down the tubes, and people, for whatever reason, still vote Democrat in that city. I put it on them. That's their fault.
Oh yeah,
if they want to have it like that, they can have it.
I blame the niggas for it, because especially black women, because those are the ones who go out and support. Those are the ones who get things their way.
You know what? Because that's who our mothers supported. That's who our folks have supported the past couple of generations. But
Ian, what's up? No, dude, peace. I love you, bro, but you make up your own mind what you want to do. Don't follow the leader, bro.
Well, that's what we do, man. When I was a kid, I would try to understand Democrats and Republicans. You know, when I was a young dude, 8 or 9 years old, I had to ask my mother. I said, "So what's the difference?" And she basically said, "The Democrats look out for the people, and the Republicans look out for the rich business people." And that she's right, except now that's changed.
Yeah,
The Democrats are in pocket of the big corporations, just like the Republicans were.
And you know what's crazy? Democrats are linked with Hollywood and the liberal elite. Yeah. There's a liberal elite and there's a Republican elite. The Republican elite are like the people that own the industries, right? Like fossil fuels and stuff like that, transportation and stuff. Those are the guys that are Republicans, right? But the liberal elite are like the entertainment industry, the fashion industry, and stuff like that. Those are the people that use their propaganda machine to convince you of how to think and feel. That's a different kind of level of elite.
The population centers, where the South and the rural areas are mostly Republican now.
Yeah, exactly. And what's crazy about like Hollywood in particular is if you look at how Hollywood operates, they operate the same way, that the Nazis did. Like Joseph Goebbels, right, the minister of propaganda in Nazi Germany, he used cinema to convey images about like propagating the Nazi ideal, right? And
they're super powerful. Go ahead. No, they're super powerful. They're also in bed with the government.
Hold it. Motherfucker. That's why I'm talking to you, Esteban, motherfucker. You want to start your own channel? Do it, bitch. Okay? Don't fuck with me. And don't worry. I got plenty to say about that team. It's early. It's coming. You don't like it, go.
Damn, okay?
Don't be fucking getting this self-righteous attitude with me, motherfucker, because I don't play.
Nobody gets damn. Need to really fuck up to get Mace to go there.
The fuck's wrong with you, nigga? Come into my chat room talking shit like that. If you got any fucking balls, Spick, come up here and say it to me right now.
Call him a Spick.
Fuck out of here. The fuck's wrong with you, motherfucker? It's my fucking platform, Spick. I talk to anything I want to talk about.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Yeah. You know what's crazy also, man?
Motherfucker put in my chat room. What the hell, EM? Where the Phins talk? I'm gonna have to start your own channel, motherfucker. I tell you what, one thing, I won't be there. Because you better get one thing straight. And anybody who hearing this, I don't need subscribes. I don't need people. I do me. If you're in here, I support you. If you're not, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you, don't want to know you.
You can make an interesting
for this fucking dude, bro. I guess the hell, Ian. What the hell, Ian? Where the friend talk? I have to say, start your channel.
Then kick his ass out. Let's keep on talking about what we're talking about.
I won't be there. Promise
you
that.
Kick his ass out. Let's talk about what we were getting somewhere.
Shit, I got fucking 8 hours to do, and these motherfuckers are complaining about where's the Phins talk, bro.
Racist, but they're racist nonetheless.
No, I'll get his ass. Don't worry about it. I got his ass. I'll get his ass if he ever comes up here again. I'll get his ass. I keep telling you, fucking people out there, especially you niggas out here, don't take flack from whitey, from fucking Latinos, bro, from fucking Asians. Don't take flack. None of this motherfucker come into my chat room. The fuck are you, Spick? Who are you?
Bro, like, that sucks, man. You got guys trolling you and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's whack.
Fuck out of here. Shit, I got fucking 8 hours tonight just started. Don't worry about it. You don't like it, go. Go start your own channel with EM and all your little tour cronies and talk and worship the fucking statue you motherfuckers built for him already.
Hey,
yo, make your own fucking channel. I don't care. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Shit. Tired. You know what's sad with me? I'm not racist like I come out to be, but when people talk shit about you in your own fucking house, that's as like pissing in my face, bro. You know what I'm saying, Zachy?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Let me give you word of advice. Let me give you word of advice. Don't ever let niggas dictate to you in your own room, bro. When you start your platforms, you lay down the law like you just heard me do it. That's what you do, bro.
I feel you on that, my man. I feel you on that. Like I be holding in a lot of shit, bro. Like I be holding a lot of shit at my job because I look at it this way, man. I go to work, you know what I'm saying? I do what I need to do, I do my duty, and then I go home. I don't have to be friends with you. I don't have to kiss your ass. I could care less. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I hold in so much, man, because I'm like, bro, I got so much on my mind, bro. Like if I don't exercise or something like that and get off my chest, man, I'm about to like just pimp slap somebody across the face because they literally just think they know they have the security of that protection, right? You know what I'm saying? But I wish it was like the old days. I wish you could just slap somebody and take him out on a duel. You know what I'm saying? Like this, you know.
Hold that point. Yo, EM, I got nothing against you, bro. Nothing at all. But for this motherfucker to come out of his mouth like he said, bro, all you had to say was, yo, Mace, when you going to talk about what you're going to talk about what I was tonight? And he comes out of his mouth like that? I ain't nobody to be played, bro. And like I said before, I don't need subscribes. I don't need audience. I could talk on myself for 8 hours, bro. I got nothing against you, Em. I got nothing against him, but he shouldn't have came out of his mouth like he did. And it's right here for the world to see. I don't got nothing against you guys. I don't. I really don't, bro.
Yeah, I get tired of having to tolerate people disrespecting me too. Like I want to go from 0 to 100, man. You know what I'm saying? Because people be treating you like they know that you're real laid back and stuff like that, so they use that as an opportunity to kind of get away with like little snide things. You know what I mean? Like I'm 32 years old, man. I'm done. My patience has run out like completely. You know what I'm saying? With all the stuff going on this year, the politics, the social issues, you know, everything, you know, my personal life, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish somebody would. Like, I hate to say it, man. I had to hold a lot back, but I ain't about to throw my life away because somebody said something stupid to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. I got no time for this bullshit. I got fucking all night to do what I want to do. This topic right now is what Joe Biden said, bro. And as you, as an African American person, Em, you should take notice what that white motherfucker said. Talking about niggas didn't vote for him and the Latinos are the reason why he got in office. And the motherfucker says more of them than us. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, what's mostly messed up about it too, man, is like, yeah, I'm not racist either whatsoever, man. I date Latinos and stuff like that. I lived in Texas. You know, some Latinos are my best homeboys. But one thing that I think is messed up is like you're considered racist if you want legal immigration and stuff like that, man. Because we're looking at the outcome of it, right? I don't have any differences with their culture or anything like that. However, I'm going to say one thing: it's messed up that people literally think that they have a right to just hop over the border and then get the same benefits and
much
the same
more
treatment as people like that
motherfucking
been for 400 years. You know what I'm saying?
Everything, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh, motherfucker, you go to California, bro. They own California now. And then you get these California niggas coming up here telling me, oh, they're everywhere. The fuck out of here. Get your fucking 9mm and your fucking 45, and your motherfuckers look at you funny. You fucking cap them.
Yeah, man, it's like messed up. Like we get so much disrespect, and with the civil rights movement, we laid it out for them to have the benefits that they have right now. Like we spilled blood so they can have the benefits that they have now. You know what I'm saying? So it's hyper disrespectful for us to be considered racist just because we want legal immigration. I have no problem. As many of them can come over legally as they want to. However, we've been 13% of the population for how many years? You know what I'm saying? When have our interests been taken a hold of?
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Em?
What's going on, man? Goddamn, man. What the hell is going on, man? I'm like, what the hell happened? What the hell is going on, man?
No, I'm all right, man. I just didn't like that he said that shit, bro. Don't play me like that, bro.
Hey, you know something? Hey, listen. One thing, Esteban is not like that, bro. He good people, man. You know, I know him personally, and he was just kidding with you when he said that. He was just joking, bro. He wasn't serious when he do that. Esteban is like that.
I'm not even thinking about him. Zachy, stay. Just mute up for a second. I'm going to give you what you both came to hear. Tomorrow morning, by the way, N.B.A. here. I'm going to start my show at 6 a.m. tomorrow, and I was going to talk about the fan base today. I was talking about what the media said today, which will open your eyes down in Miami. Number one, let me start with the media. I can always kill the dumb fan base. They are now saying something I said weeks ago, which is going to open your eyes. Get ready, what I'm about to tell you. Both Armando Salguero and his podcast yesterday, I listened to it today, and Omar Kelly and Dave Hyde in theirs today are basically saying that the talent you have on offense right now for the quarterback, get rid of it altogether and bring in new guys. Draft, double down, something you said Sunday. Double down on the wide receiver position. running back. What do you think about that? With their first couple of picks, they're saying now in Miami, but the whispers are coming out that the organization wants Tua to have all the weapons he can have at wide receiver and running back. What you think about that?
Yeah, I saw an article. I don't know if it's the same one, but I saw an article. Well, actually, several. And they were talking about how basically the article was stating that Dolphins going to just totally wipe the slate clean. They're going to rebuild the entire wide receiver room, this offseason. I don't know about. I mean, I think personally, bro. I know I said that about they should double down, and I would not be upset if the Dolphins took that approach. But I don't think I think we have some players at that position that are worth hanging on to. You know what I mean? I think Preston Williams. I think he's shown enough. Again, he hasn't been consistent enough for my liking. But again, he's a young developing player. We all know what Devontae Parker brings to the table when he's healthy. Okay, that's a big if, especially considering this year. I'm liking I'm liking Lynn Bowden Jr.'s development. Anybody else after that, in the homie Matt Collins, I'll say Matt Collins, but everybody else after that, they can go. You know what I mean? Kirk Merritt, I want to see a further investment in because of the freakish athleticism that he brings to the table. But they're young at that position. I don't think the Dolphins should just, hit the reset button at that position, bro. Just bring in a first-round pick, okay? If somebody falls to you or you see somebody that you deem valuable enough, and then address it later on in the draft. I don't think 2 first-round picks is more.
Well, let me ask you this. The way they talk today, they're making it seem, especially Williams and Parker, they look at these 2 guys like they're just tall receivers, and you need to get to what he needs. Here's my question to you. Also, Omar Kelly said, and I do agree with this in a way, let Tua try out who he likes. Let Tua try out the group of guys, and then let Tua decide who he wants. Do you think the Miami media are so in love with Tua that, in their opinion, and now they're talking this now down there, the talent they have now, just get rid of it and bring in all Tua's guys for Tua? What do you think?
Well, I'll say this, Mace. Look, and I'm not talking about I'm not coming from a media perspective. I'm coming from a talent evaluation perspective.
Yeah, I respect your evaluation.
I'm convinced this kid is a franchise quarterback. Okay, the Dolphins have identified that. They have highlighted it, and they are convinced, in my opinion. So you have to take the Kansas City approach. You have to support him, just like they did Mahomes, just like they did with Peyton Manning, just like they did with Tom Brady. Just like they did with Aaron Rodgers. You have to support him. You have identified your guy. Now it's time to bring support for him. Now, I don't know about giving Tua that kind of power to where he dictates who comes and who goes, because he hadn't earned that type of cachet yet. You know what I mean? He hadn't earned that. So I would caution. I don't think Flores and Greer would allow him to do that anyway. But you want to bring guys in. I mean, you want to bring guys in that your quarterback is comfortable the most with their skill sets. And I can see where this article is going. And obviously the 2 Alabama guys are going to be the front runners in terms of at the top of the wide receiver class in the first round projections. In this year's coming up draft. So there's a lot of that's where all of that for the most part is coming from. But again, like I said, bro, Tua hadn't earned that kind of cachet yet for him to just dictate who comes, who goes. But obviously, there's you need an infusion of speed. You need that. You know what I mean? And you got 2 picks in the first round. Okay. If the Dolphins see Devontae Smith of the world, your Jalen Waddles of the world, whatever wide receiver that they deem worthy for a first round selection, obviously there's an upgrade that's needed. And both of them will fit the type of dynamic the type of skill set that the Dolphins need in this wide receiving core.
Yeah,
So
Omar Kelly, Dave Hyde, and Salguero, they say they need a speedy receiver, and they need a receiver that can do the yak. And
yeah,
I will say this, and I've been saying it all along. No one wants to listen to me. Then I'm going to tell you what Dolphin fans think down there, which is going to open your eyes. Wait till I tell you that. That was going to be my conversation tonight. The fans. Well, I'm telling you now. I was going to wait for tomorrow morning, but um, I think, in my opinion, and I've been saying this, the kid's fine. The kid's fine. To me, there's nothing wrong with him. But here's where I was going to kill the Dolphin fan base down in Miami tonight, South Florida. If you people really think he is Dan Marino, you are out of your effing minds. That's what they think, and according to Omar, they're so down on that kid down there. It ain't funny. Fan base, they're down on him.
I'm gonna tell
And
you, Mace. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. This kid, I'm telling you,
oh, I
I
know already. I told
this
you I
listen,
said
listen,
this kid's
listen,
gonna get free
listen.
chips for us. I
I
really
don't
believe
know
it.
about I don't know about Dan Marino, but this kid, I mean, he has unique skills.
Yeah,
From, I mean, I'm telling you, man, when you dig into
no,
the
I agree
film,
with you.
bro,
I
he has
agree.
you. He is highly skilled. And now I'm caught. I don't take that approach with any player to project, a 10-year. I make a project, a 10-year projection on a player. I let that situation play out. Now, him being the next Dan Marino, I don't know, but this kid, I'm telling you, man, he's going to be a very productive player for us. I'm convinced
Oh
of
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So,
I'll say it again. And Dolphin fan down in South Florida, they're some of the most ignorant sports fans in the world. You can't tell them nothing. But the truth is this:
oh,
the kid is going to win big for you. Just shut up. Let them get him some help next spring, and you're going to see a product that you're going to enjoy. I've been saying that all
almost.
along to him.
Can you imagine if this kid, if we win the next 3 games with him as a starter, and he plays well enough for us to win? Can you
It's all that
imagine
matters,
the
baby. It's all that
can you
matters. I mean,
can
these people, and I've been saying this about Dolphin fan in South Florida forever, Ian. Seriously, I've been killing these people forever. They'd rather be entertained with a top 7 quarterback in the league than the quarterback make some comebacks for you, winning you some big games. You win chips. They're not going to be satisfied, bro. I was going
you
over something before I went on the air because I was watching. They had categories of great quarterbacks who won Super Bowls, and in the category of the guy who I put Chew in this category of guys who managed the game well, but then as they got older in their careers, they took off, putting up monster numbers, but they already won their chips because Bradshaw, Aikman, it was Bradshaw, Aikman, uh, Elway, and it was somebody else as the fourth one. And I said, this doesn't surprise me. I've been saying this on my platform all along. You're going to win with Tua Tagovailoa. I'm sorry, Em. You're not apologizing because he's your man. I'm sorry, Dolphin fan, that he's not putting up 5,000 yards a year. If you can't deal with it, burn your jersey and hope for the next kid 15 years from now.
you know what, as far as that portion of the fan base that are just so enamored with statistics,
Yeah,
you
that's
want
the
this
ones
kid
down there, South Florida.
you want this kid to just come in and you know me, bro. I'm about winning. I'm about the logo. My loyalty lies with the logo, not one
Yeah, just
player.
like me.
Now,
Yeah.
we all know how I love Tua. I'm gonna have to fight that with him because I love him and I believe in his talent. But um, it, again, those are casual fans that harbor that type of mindset towards our team. Casual fans, I've stopped engaging with them for the most part. And but at the end of the day, man, I was in the chat room listening to Omar Kelly and them today, and the back and forth about Tua's this, Tua's not this, Tua's gonna be this, Tua's not gonna be that. It's ridiculous. I don't know if that goes on in other fan bases, Mace, but it is extremely taxing. For me, it is. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So again, for the most part, I'm trying to distance myself from that type of engagement. But we just gotta let just
let it
be
play
there.
out. Let's give it the next 10 years. Let's see what we get.
And again, the focus should be on the team, not Tua.
I agree.
The team, we are in a playoff race, bro. You know what I mean? Things
Yeah,
have
you're
just
right.
went up a notch. Playoff atmosphere is here. Every game from here on out is going to be a playoff type football game. And bro, the focus should be on the team overall, not just so much with Tua. And again, a lot of it, like you said, a lot of the fan base, they just want him to come out there and throw for a lot of yards and touchdowns.
Yeah, because they want to be entertained down there. That's their mindset down there. Because a lot of the, like I said, millennial Generation X too, millennials and and uh and millennial fans never seen them win. So for them, they say, you know what? I'd rather have a quarterback that I can brag about, go to school, brag to these dudes who like Mahomes, who likes Watson, Wilson, and I got me a guy that I can brag about, stick my chest up proudly with.
Mm.
I'm sorry. It's about winning fucking trophies. Putting banners in the building. Am I right about that? Yeah.
I would agree 100%. I would agree 100%.
I mean,
that's my
the
focus.
way. No, I'm just gonna say it was alarming to me today how these guys in the Miami media totally dismissed Parker and Williams like they were garbage.
Yeah. I agree. But again, a lot of that is coming from a casual fan's mindset. How the production that you get from Parker, and see, this is why in the past where I've engaged with a good portion, some of our fan base, they automatically are just so quick to hit the reset button, and they think the guys that they're going to bring in, they're sure things. Oh, we're going to be able to get the production or better production than the guys that we already have. Bro, do you know the bus rate, how high the bus rate is when it comes to the NFL draft? There is no guarantee the players that you are wanting, Devonta, even the top guys. There is no guarantee that these guys are going to come in and give you the kind of production that Parker, Williams, or exceed the production that we've been getting from them. So it's that Madden Ultimate Team mentality. Just trade them, get them away, cut them, just bring in the next guy, and we'll be all right. No, it don't. Real life don't work that way. So no, I don't think that article is entirely accurate. Obviously, they're gonna.
No, I heard them talking. I heard the podcast today from Salguero, and I heard X's No More. I watched it today right before I came on the air, bro. Watched the whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Again, man, I seriously doubt Brian Flores. They're gonna hit the complete reset. There are some pieces, there are some players that are worth continuing their investment in that wide receiving room. They just need an infusion. That's all they need. For the most part.
I agree with you. I just hope they don't overdo it. They're already, and I think the Texans will lose. If they lose to Jacksonville, they'll lose out to the Dolphins. Will pick fourth because that's the highest the Texans can be is fourth. I would not, and then I want Esteban to come on because I'm gonna say something to him. I do not want them to pick a receiver at 4. Just trade the damn pick down a little bit.
Yeah, I don't want a receiver at 4.
No, neither do I. Neither do I. And what's disturbing about these Miami media, this typical Miami media, what's disturbing to me about them? They did not say a word about the defense. They already considered the defense championship level, which is a goddamn joke. They're close. But goddamn it, you better make one of those first round picks a Mike linebacker.
I would love
I
would love that, Mace. I would love that.
Or if I was them, because these guys who were supposed to be top 4 are falling, and I want to hear your opinion about this, both of your opinion about this. I would trade up one spot to get the kid from Oregon, offensive tackle.
Could I well? He's nice. If he falls to a player, he's a very talented player. If he falls to us at 4, it'd be extremely difficult to pass on a talent like that, bro. Man, you know what I mean? It'd be extremely difficult to pass on him. And I know in the past, I was all in on a trade back. But with that being said, man, that kid there, man. I would really, it would have to be a coin flip for me in terms of, I would have to assess the value that a team is offering me to trade up to 4 if I'm entertaining a trade out. Assess the value there, but it would come down to a coin flip, bro. You know what I mean? Because that kid has got immense talent, and he would immediately upgrade this offensive line immediately. So
let me say this, because me and you talked about it before he popped up here. Esteban, I want to owe you an apology because I'm not racist, but Pete can tell you. Because Pete's up here every chance he gets. I put Pete up here, bro. I was this uptight because of what Joe Biden said to the NWCP that I caught on tape. Did you hear me talk about that when you popped in? We was talking about it on my panel.
Yeah, let me jump in here though, man, because I'm not that dude that jumps on people's platforms and trolls. I'll troll.
Hey, hold on.
I'll discuss with. No, Pete, you need to be quiet real quick. Pete, be quiet, bro. No, just something happened. Hold on. So I just got off of work. I don't know what the topics were. What I was addressing was you have guys from time to time jump on your stream and kind of hackle us about us wanting to talk about the Dolphins. That's all I was addressing. It wasn't meant to be directed towards you or, dude, I am not going to start a YouTube channel. If anything, I'll tell you right now, thank you for what you do, the platform that you have. Even when you guys aren't talking about the Dolphins, I listen. And as far as like racial stuff and whatever divide there is, man, that shit is a cancer. I'm not going to have any part of it, bro. I love you, man. That stuff is for me in my past, bro. Like that would offend me back in the day. Nowadays, dude, I don't give a damn, bro, because you know what? It's people that aren't racist are a dime a dozen, bro, because the people that are racist is the majority nowadays. And that's a damn shame. And that goes for any color, bro, with Hispanics, blacks, whites. It doesn't matter, bro. People are nowadays are openly racist, bro. But so the point that I'm making is that's not the kind of person I am. I got love for you, bro, and I apologize if you took it the other way.
No, Esteban, it's on me, bro. I apologize to you because I'm a big man. See, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I do that all the time, bro. I'm talking about I apologize when I'm wrong, and seriously, I apologize to you, bro. Before you continue, go ahead, Pete, say what you want to say.
Hey, because when I just joined right now, Mace, I heard you talking about offensive line that the Dolphins should draft. I'm not sure.
I said if he's there. That's what I said.
Okay, but you're talking the Dolphins and them drafting on offense. Like, that's exactly what I don't want, bro. I do not want the Dolphins to draft nothing offensively early.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
Yo, EM, we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. And fellas, just to let you know. Yeah, because it's gonna be it's a snowstorm here right now, bro. We expect 1.5 feet here in the Northeast, bro. It's already you can't walk outside right now. So I was gonna tell you guys, and I started the show with this tonight. I will be on at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Just to let you guys know, I'll be on from 6 to like 9:30 tomorrow morning. And one of the things I was gonna do in the morning show tomorrow is talk all Dolphins, bro, because I cannot believe that the Miami media is so fucking, and this is nothing against the kid. Me and Ian was talking about before Esteban P came up. It's nothing against the young man because I told you we can win big with him. But to totally dismiss Parker and Williams like they're nothing, bro. I'm shocked by that.
I would agree, especially from Devontae Parker's perspective, how that dude has just, been banged up all year and hadn't missed a game yet. You know what I mean? The dude is putting it all out on the line, and just to take that, to make a statement like that and say, "Oh,
What
you
did
know
I
what?
miss, EM? What you filling me up on?
What happened was this, Pete. The Miami media, I heard the podcast of Armando Salguero and Adam Beasley and Omar Kelly I watched on YouTube before I came on the air tonight. And basically, the word out of Davie headquarters is that the Dolphins have seen enough. They're going to draft, they're going to go all offense in this draft, basically. And don't be surprised, fellas, no joke, that their first 2 picks will be receiver in this draft.
Oh, that's all smoke screen, bro. That's
I
all
don't believe
smoke
that.
screen.
No, I don't believe it.
I don't believe that
That's
either.
all smoke
No.
screen, bro.
I
No
think
way.
they will. No, seriously, I
Let this
think they
fan
will do
base
it.
continue to complain about the offense, and I want all of that, because that's just gonna confuse every team as well. Believe it or not, they pay attention to that shit in the chat. So
I buy it for one
I'm
reason.
not buying it. That's what I was gonna tell you, Mace. I'm not buying it, bro. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is just
Go
my
ahead.
opinion.
You live
I
down
could
there. Go
sound as
ahead.
crazy as I am, and you guys know I've been even
Yeah,
crazier.
Pete, you
But
know I love you.
listen to
Go
what I'm
ahead.
telling you.
Go ahead.
The Raekwon Davis pick was a Flores pick. That to me is what happened. The Raekwon Davis pick was a Flores pick. Let Flores get talent that he knows will ball out on defense early on with this team, bro. And let's go out and pay for a Will Fuller. Let's go out and sign a Joe Thuney. Let's go out and go get, Aaron Jones from Green Bay that he's in the last year. So if they don't sign him, let's overpay for an Aaron Jones who's proven to do it all. This man could run between the tackles. He runs outside tosses. He can pass block. He can catch. This guy Aaron Jones, this guy's a Marine, bro. He knows how to do it all, bro.
Would you do that, Ian? Pete makes good points, by the way.
Well, no,
Aaron Jones in particular.
I'll say this. No, because I think there's a lot of pieces, foundational pieces on our defense that have already been laid. We already made an investment, huge investments to the secondary this past offseason. The D line, I think, is solidified with Raekwon Davis, Christian Wilkins, Zach Sealer. I like how Benito Jones is developing. I just think we need one more piece in at that Mike linebacker spot on our defense. But this team does need offensive talent. They need a different type of dynamic receiver. And I'm telling you, they don't need to just – there's some players that I would get rid of.
Patrick Surtain Jr. with the first pick.
Ian, you agree? I was shocked that you said Sunday they should double down. I appreciate that you saw what I've been seeing.
Yeah, they need an infusion. They need a dynamic playmaker that can create – that's a natural separator that can create separation fast for Tua, and that can get yards after the catch. Bro. I think they have one of them. I think they have one of them in Lynn Jr. But they need an infusion. They just don't, they need a center. I think they need a center. The biggest needs of the Dolphins, in my opinion, are center and on offense, are center and wide receiver. Those are the 2 biggest needs. And I think the Dolphins will address those positions early on in the draft. But I think all of this talk about the wide receiver, I do agree with Pete in that regard. That a lot of that is a smokescreen, because I think ideally, bro, the Bill Belichick way is always to entertain a trade now, especially we've proven this year that, again, we're in a playoff race. So our team
I agree with you. EM is right, guys, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I agree with EM. Bill Belichick ways is to trade down, but the thing that there's a big difference, bro. Bill Belichick is always drafting late in the rounds. Those picks are hard to get, so you just might as well trade down. We're always
I see if Houston loses out, I see the Dolphins trading that 4th pick.
We cannot afford to keep losing elite talent, bro. I understand it's good to have 8s, but sometimes those 8s just can't compare with a Mahomes.
But what if none? Who's available that you would say is a 10 that would warrant, other than a talent like Penei Sewell at 4? You know what I'm saying?
If he's at 4,
is an automatic 10 just because of his dad, bro. This kid grew up playing football since he was 5 years old, bro.
Surtain he's talking about.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I emphatically disagree with that. Again, you know.
This guy could be literally, he could turn into a shutdown corner as a rookie, bro.
Well,
he's not a top 10 pick, though, man. I honestly think that.
I honestly think he's going to go top 10, guys.
Michael Parsons.
At 7 right now.
And yes, I agree that some will be because of his name, you know, but it's just because he's played the game so long, it's important that you know so much of it.
Well, I'll tell you, the
Dolphins will not. The Dolphins will not select a cornerback in the first round period, bro.
No, I agree with you.
Forget about that. There's no way.
If he's the best player available, why would you pass on it? I understand in your opinion he ain't. I understand that. But let's say he is. Let's say during the draft talk, you know, it starts being fire. You know how the media could control anything, EM.
Mm-hmm.
So they start spraying him up. He's an automatic top 10 pick because in the combine, this guy just blew the 40 out with a 4.33. Let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just by that, he's a top 10 pick now. He's gonna be an elite talent just because.
Yeah, he's a top 10 pick right now. Surtain Junior, and that's what high school like.
If Surtain goes to the combine and that dude clocks in the 4.3s, I would change my perspective on his draft status.
Now,
I don't see them though.
Don't go hard on me. I'm just assuming.
I want Esteban to go ahead, but I just don't see the Dolphins drafting best player available. I don't see it. The only way they would do that is
Mace understands.
I think they would take if they're sitting at 4 and Sewell falls to them. I think they would select him. He's the only player. At this stage now we got to go through the draft process, and we all have to, do our evaluations and scouts and all of that, look at film.
Yeah.
But if there's, as we're sitting here right now, if Penei Sewell slides to them at 4, they're going to take him. They'll take him.
Yeah, I really don't see now. I think what you saw. Yeah, I'm gonna let Esteban go. What you saw from the Texans on Sunday with all their receivers out now. I think you're going to see that the rest of the way from Houston. I see Houston 4-12. Like me and TD predicted back in the springtime, I knew Houston was going to crash after the way they lost to the Chiefs. I knew they wasn't recovering. Plus, the coach is an asshole. Let's not kid ourselves. It's Bill O'Brien, who's no longer there. And again, I'm going to find where this guy live, and I swear to God, on Monday, I'm sending this man a Christmas card saying thank you for giving us the biggest trade in the NFL since Herschel Walker. Laramie Tunsil, I love you. Go ahead, Esteban.
Yeah, bro. I see a trade down. I see us reaching at least a 5 pick. If Houston doesn't win any more games, I see a trade out. I see them targeting a wide receiver first, and potentially getting another additional second round in this draft and a future first round. If we're that high, that's what I would do. So I see them going wide receiver, center. If Humphrey's there, if not, man, it's pretty easy to me. In this draft, it's going to be wide receiver, linebacker. Even though they're saying, we're going to go heavy offense. We need linebackers because we play a 3-4,
Go ahead, Esteban. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I think the targets right now for us are Bolton and Dylan Moses. I mean, Michael Parsons, he's the top 10 pick, but I think that they value more players over
Get up here, bro.
Over one guy. And the reason that I say that is because you have one guy go down, you need depth. So I think they're looking for depth in this draft along with talent. So,
but Esteban, you got to look at it like this too. Free agency, what the Dolphins do in free agency, that's going to tell me pretty much 90% of what I need to know in terms of what direction they go in the draft. Now, a linebacker, bro.
This is true.
You have Elandon Roberts. I think the Dolphins are going to entertain re-signing him. Okay, you got Jerome again, and I can't believe I'm even saying this about Jerome Baker, but I'm liking Jerome Baker in his role right now for the Miami Dolphins, and that's all I've been saying about him since day one was change his role. I liking what I'm saying with him. Okay, you got Vince Beagle coming back. You've got Van Ginkel as well that can play every linebacker position that you want, interior and outside. So it's a logjam there. So I thought about this the other day. I know I've been talking about Michael Parsons, Dylan Moses, et cetera, et cetera. But damn, that you select one in the first round, that's going to create a huge logjam. You know what I mean? At that position. And we have to take that into account. They have a lot of depth there. I mean, I know guys are out now. Van Noy and Atlanta Robinson's hurt now. But they've gotten a lot of, they've got a lot of production out of the guys that they have right now. So you have to ask yourself, is that don't get me wrong, this defense will go to another level if they get a dynamic player at that position. But is it needed at the expense of a massive trade offer that a team is going to offer you for that fourth pick? Or, you know what I mean? What if you have a player like again, Panay Sewell slips to him at four. Is a first round talent, do you really need it for the Dolphins to be successful? So this is where we part ways, Mace. I emphatically disagree with you. This is a championship level caliber defense, bro, right now. Championship, not playoff. They are. If they had balance, if they were playing, if the offense was up to speed, this would be a championship level team. The defense is ready.
At times, I think we could have a better run defense than what we have now. And this is my thing. We have a Landon Roberts and Beagle that are most likely going to play that middle next year. But you need to have somebody on reserve to groom. You know what I mean? It's somebody that you can insert because in my opinion, man, I don't feel that we have the depth that we need at middle linebacker. We need a young guy, man.
I agree, but is a first round pick warranted?
It doesn't see, this is the thing. I don't even think we'll address linebacker in the first round. I think we'll trade back, if anything, get a wide receiver, get a center, and with that first pick in the second round, I think that would be the right time to get a Dylan Moses at that pick, man.
Heifel says Jerome Baker has been a dog. Sewell, Big Time says Sewell won't make it past the fourth pick unless Cincinnati has no confidence in Burrow coming back. Good luck with that, Bengal fans. We need more speed on the edge, GM. But you're right. We're right on the cuffs. Yeah. I've been saying this all the time. And Big Time, you give me pushback, bro. I've been saying this so long. Go ahead, Esteban. I'll Pete, whoever was talking. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say to EM that I'm glad that he came out and went easy on my boy Baker. Like I tried to tell him a while ago, be easy on my boy Baker. But if EM knows, he's still playing the exact same thing. They're moving him around just like they did last season in all type of places. And Baker excels, bro. He does it good. The difference is he's in one-on-one matchups. Now he's getting free releases. And he's able to make plays, bro. All the attention is not on Baker, and I'm
if you deploy him, the way they have the second half of the season, because the first half you saw what a disaster he was. He's just not.
I'll let you guys rock it. Be right back.
You got to think about it, EM. Last year, who are you gonna leave free? A rookie Van Ginkel, or are you gonna rather block the fullback Jerome Baker? You're gonna pick Jerome Baker every time because he knows what he's doing. These other guys are rookies, so they beat us up last year like that, bro. And
in my opinion, man, I think
I'm not ready. I'm not gonna say Jerome Baker's been a dog. I'm not saying Jerome Baker's an answer for anything. What I'm saying is they changed his role. When you look at the tape, they've changed his role, and you're getting production out of him in this format right now, which is what coaches are supposed to do at the end of the day.
It sounds like we're
to
both
be honest,
backtracking because
no,
the other day on Larry's
look,
show.
man. It's in my opinion, man. This is just what I see. I see that all our linebackers as a unit play better because our defensive line has gotten better,
And let me
and
tell
that's why Baker is starting to shine a little better. But if we start to struggle
even Van
with our
Ginkel,
defensive
bro,
line,
this is the guy I'm
Baker's not
trying
going to
to
make
talk
up
about,
for
Van
that.
Ginkel. Bro, that tip pass showed me all the hustle that guy has in his body.
The difference between Van Ginkel and Baker is instincts for playing the position. Like just straight up, man. If Baker doesn't have guys in front of him on that defensive line playing well, then he does not affect the game on defense, man. He is a wash, bro.
He doesn't die, and it's not a knock on Baker. All I've said about Jerome Baker, he's just not a natural middle linebacker. That's not his strengths. That is not a strength in his game. But if you deploy him, look at how the Dolphins are using him. They're keeping him in a blitzing type of role. You know what I mean? They're asking him to just get out. They're moving him around, and they're asking him to play coverage. And those are his strengths.
They're putting him in the best matchup, bro. He has to make more plays. I agree. If he doesn't continue to make plays, then there's a problem. But they're putting him in places where he should succeed. And that's why you're seeing big plays. But another thing, I was really down on Van Ginkel just because of last year and all the bad that I seen. I mean, he had a couple good plays and good moments last year, like the Jets game and stuff. But I was just like this whole offseason on Larry's show, I was down on Van Ginkel. And that's the guy that I want to apologize, which I did apologize last week.
Yeah, put them skates on, Pete. Put them on,
bro. That's the guy, bro, that shut
that
me
dude
up, bro.
made me
if there's anybody,
that was ball games, boy. And I didn't kill Van Ginkel. I just was like, well, I just didn't really see him being a long-term
you want to
solution.
know how bad I killed him on Larry's prediction show? I predicted him to be cut.
But I'm telling you, man, from what I've seen this year compared to last year, I think he can be a big time player for us, bro. Because athleticism, you know something, athleticism was never Andrew Van Ginkel's problem. It's just the dude lacked functional strength to be deployed, primarily on the edge. But that dude now, I'm like, when you look at that tape, bro,
running backs run right past him untouched too many times, and that's what was upsetting on him. But it ain't nothing, man. He was a rookie. He's learned. I see his physicality, and that's what I really like.
And Flores highlighted that a couple of weeks ago in the Zoom session. He said, he was very pleased. I'm paraphrasing, but he said he's very pleased with Van Ginkel's development, in particular his strength. He's gotten a lot stronger from better with his hand usage from last year compared to this one. So, but Van Ginkel does have dynamic athletics. I mean, he's a 4.5 guy. He's a 4.56 guy.
No, they're
at
playing
245.
And I believe, at least for me, I believe, I said this guy Van Ginkel is not going to get no playing time due to Kruger Hill, bro. And Kruger Hill has not been getting play time.
He's more special teams. That's why. But let me say this. Let me say this about Van Ginkel. His play in Denver, to me, have made the difference from okay to now. Since that game, they've played tremendous, and I know Patrick Mahomes is still having nightmares of of Baker chasing him around the field.
You know what I know, Mace? I know Mahomes doesn't want to see this team again in the playoffs. And
I totally agree.
I don't think nobody does. I'm telling you, Mace. I don't think nobody does.
No, I agree.
Nobody does, bro.
Nobody. Going to the Super Bowl, EM. We are going to the Super Bowl this year, bro. It's not, I'm telling you.
Nobody wants to see this defense, especially playoff time, bro. Because it's do or die. And the way Xavier Howard is playing like Darrell. He looks like the second coming Darrell Revis. I see Darrell Revis this year. That's what I see in Xavier Howard. Special stuff.
I could already see the future. What is everybody complaining about? Parker and Tua not connecting. oh, this, everybody, oh, we have no receivers. Bro, in reality, we just have no identity right now on offense. We're just trying to move pieces around, and that's creating a big problem, not
I
only
would
for
agree.
fans, but coaches are like, bro, what are they gonna do on Sunday, bro? What are they gonna do? What players are they gonna come out? So if we get to the playoffs, people are thinking Parker's not doing anything, bro. He can easily, and everybody would agree, he can easily have a big blow up game any single moment. You just got to throw that guy up the ball one on one, and he's gonna get it.
I think the biggest issue with Parker, he just got to get healthy, bro. You know what I mean? He's been dinged up all year long. You see it. He don't have the explosion he had last year. He can't get by guys. He can't get out of it. He can't get in and out of his breaks like we saw a lot the second half of the season last year. And it's due to he's hampered by them injuries, them nagging injuries.
That has to be a knee or a foot, knee, foot, ankle type stuff. Because if you're saying what you're saying, and it's true, because he has not separated or made big plays.
It's his hamstring and groin issue. That's what's been nagging him all year. His hamstring and groin area.
It's not just Parker though, yo. Like we just need to get healthy in general, like on offense at skill positions, man. Because if you think about it, dude, if we have at least one running back, I mean, it'd make a world of a difference right now. We don't have a running back. We don't have a reliable wide receiver right now. We have yet to see that, man. Where they're not dropping passes. But in all honesty, what do we have to fear coming up in the next 3 weeks? I'm not scared of the Patriots. I'm not scared of the Raiders, and I'm not scared of the Bills. I mean, what's the name gonna do? I mean, he can't even Cam Newton. He can't even throw the ball, bro.
Yeah.
His accuracy is like it's horrible right now, man.
Hey Pete, I have a new pair of skates for you right now. You need to put them on with your initial Cam Newton declaration at the beginning of the year. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to put them skates on right now, sir.
Not just that one. Put on the skates for Jameis Winston.
I remember. I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now to put this new pair of skates on, bro, and give you an opportunity.
But you see, EM, y'all got it. Like, if we actually go back, you guys will see. I was only talking about week 1 against the Dolphins. People were putting words in my mouth, saying like, "Oh, he thinks Cam Newton is gonna have an MVP season." I said Cam Newton is gonna have an MVP game, and the whole reason to all the Cam Newton hype I did on the offseason was not only did I do a big bet that they would win by more than 7, and not only that, but Cam Newton week 1, we all know was gonna have fresh legs, bro. I watched every workout video Cam Newton threw up on YouTube. I was like, dude, this guy, he's fresh, bro. He hasn't gotten hit in a while. He's gonna do it all to try to win his first game and buy everybody in, bro. Whether he does it all season is up to him. I even said it before. I doubted he does it all season. And I said it again after the Dolphins win, after they beat the Dolphins. I said it. If he continues to play like that, he will definitely not last the whole season. That guy was trying to run people over in week 1. You remember?
Yeah, I think Cam is. I think Cam is fried, bro. He's done.
His body's broken, bro. He's a big dude that took a lot of punishment.
He might. He might even be out of the league as a whole. I mean, we might be looking at the last few games of Cam Newton's career, bro, in the NFL, man.
You know that saying that goes that once you go to New England and you're out of there, you're done.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. A player that has so much promise, but Cam just never developed, in my opinion. And you see it all the time. See those players coming to the league with that dynamic athleticism. They take the league by storm. The first 3-4 years, once and these players that rely on that athleticism and they don't develop.
You know what I understand, EM? These organizations are evaluating these players, and they know all the problems that Cam Newton had passing-wise. Yes, I knew he was a star. Everybody knows he could break tackles and run the ball and do that. But when you really needed him to come up big and they played defense, contained them in the pocket and they had to force him to pass, he failed miserably.
Yeah,
These franchises are letting the stars just just continue to ride it as long as they can until they get hurt, and they don't draft quarterbacks instantly, bro.
And you know what, Pete? See, this is why. And again, I know how you feel about Tua, but this is why not just you, but us as a fan base should be elated on where with this kid. Because again, I'm not gonna say elated because Tua has to earn that. But I mean, from a developmental standpoint, Tua is already developing. Tua is a pocket passer.
You remember last week's game? I know you probably already watched it 3 times. There was a couple. No, I'm serious. There was a couple plays pre-snap that this guy knew where all the blitzes were coming.
And what did
he do? He just he popped the ball up in the air on the one-on-one matchup. What does that prove, bro? That he identified the blitz, he identified the one-on-one matchup, and if it was anybody else, let's say a Will Fuller, you pop it up like that, he can go get it. If Jakeem Grant was in those plays and he beats the jam quick and he pops it up like that, one-on-one situation with no safety, you know that's run and catch, bro. That's gone, bro. He showed it, but we just didn't have the receivers for that separation like EM just finished saying earlier. But I'm telling you guys right now, he has shown me things, and it's not that I was a hater or I hated the guy or never said that he was going to ball. All I said was I do not want to draft him at 5. That was it. So, as a player,
understand.
I did come out and say his college tape is beautiful, but will that translate to the NFL? That was all my question was on Tua. And I see clips, and he's only a rookie. And I'm buying in slowly but surely. Just know that, EM. He's showing me.
That's what's up. I mean, because I'm telling you, we already know the wars that over the last year.
Do you know there's people out there that actually think I want Tua to fail, bro? I've read the comments. Oh, don't listen to this guy. He wants Tua to fail.
But
don't know that.
There is a lot of people that do want him, and I'm just not talking about a YouTube community. I'm talking about overall. I look at these conversations these people have on, other social media platforms, and a lot of times I won't engage. I'll just, read the comments and whatnot. And man, there's a lot of people that just despise this kid. I'm like, what did this kid? I don't understand what's not to like about this kid. You know what I mean? And I talked about that since day one. He's everything you want for a franchise quarterback. You want a player that's all in on football, that's not going out partying and engaging in extracurricular activities, keeping your coach up at night, worrying about whether or not he's going to get a call at 2 a.m. Hey, come get your quarterback. He's down here passed out drunk or God knows what. He's a football film junkie. Football is his life. He's got a lead ability. I just don't understand it. And he's a family-oriented guy, bro.
Yeah,
well,
and
I don't understand that.
And Ian, I'll be the first to tell all you guys, all of you, I didn't like him, but I'm fair. I watched the kid's college film. I was impressed. I saw one game against Arizona, and I gave my synopsis of him, and I got a lot of pushback. The only one where he doesn't agree with me the way I think he would be, but the only one who agreed with me was EM. And Pete definitely gave me pushback, bro. Pete and I passed big time, gave me big pushback, bro. I said, this kid's going to be great. He's going to be a damn good game manager. But, again, the comparison for me with his skill and his it factor is Troy Aikman.
I would take that all day, every day, bro. If us as a fan base will be if Tua winds up giving you Troy Aikman level production
and championship
and you have fans that are actually, Tua didn't live up to the hype. Tua was a bust. I'm telling you, they are blind, bro, and they are just crazy ignorant. You know what I mean?
You guys live in Texas. I know Cowboy fans up here. Cowboy fans who I grew up with for over 50 years, bro, and they think Troy Aikman was a disappointment. I'm serious. They say he was not Roger Staubach.
Oh.
And a lot of people in the Dallas Metroplex who are older, like my age, they believe the same thing. He wasn't.
I ain't never heard. My neighborhood is 98% Cowboys fans, a few Packer fans here and there, and I'm the only Dolphin fans in my neighborhood. As many arguments and debates I've gotten to it with as far as Cowboys fans, I've never heard that. I never heard not one. I've never heard one say they were disappointed with Troy Aikman. I ain't never heard that, but I'm sure it's people have different people have different opinions, but that's ridiculous. If you got a Cowboy fan talking about Troy Aikman a Hall of Fame, 3 championships, bro. And a dynasty. He delivered a dynasty to that fan base. A dynasty. One of the you could put that 4 or 5 year window. That Cowboys team was one of the top 5 teams of all time. This is what this man helped deliver to that fan base. For them to have to take that approach and say this guy was a disappointment, that's the definition of buffoonery, bro, in my opinion.
Devontae Parker is what, 27, 28?
Bart Starr, Autogram, Bob Greasy, Terry Bradshaw, Montana.
Mace, the only reason why I was up here arguing with you and backtracking and screaming at you with eye test that day was because you were out there throwing up the game manager. And I was so upset that we drafted a game manager at 5. That I just
if he had a Troy Aikman career and delivered 3 championships, would you be happy?
Of course, bro.
Troy Aikman never won a Super Bowl MVP.
With everybody jumping on him by the stadium, having a good time.
Again, as much as we love Marino, as much as I love Dan Marino never, in terms of team goals, he never accomplished anything for us to have this undying loyalty for him from a team perspective. That's just fact. He never won. And a lot of it wasn't his fault. But at the end of the day, this is a results-based business. It's not fair. It's totally unfair when quarterbacks get the lion's share of the credit, and they get, unfortunately, get the lion's share of the blame when things don't go right. But at the end of the day, Marino did not get it done. He didn't.
Yeah,
period.
I grew up in the area with the last season of Marino, so I watched them nasty. I didn't like it, and pretty much since 2000, bro. Since 2000, it's just been all defense and running back. That's all we've had. You can't look forward to a great offense for the last 20 years.
The reason Marino gets the love is because of his comebacks. The fact that you would be down and
well, one of my first jobs I had, I used to go on YouTube and just look at Dan Marino.
Esteban, go ahead. I'm going to say something. Esteban, go ahead.
Yeah, no, man. I was just gonna say that if we get 3 championships with Tua, that's awesome. If we get 1, I'd be happy. But I just feel that he hasn't even reached his potential, and the fact that he's from game to game getting better, doing stuff that pass that he made to Gesicki on the run, that was a touchdown. The touch that he had on that throw to throw it back against his body. And complete that pass, the touch that he had. We haven't had anybody do that for this team that I can think of.
Let me say, I'm gonna let EM go because I'm gonna let EM talk right now because EM is about to explode. What I'm about to say. Something else that I wanted to say was the Miami fan base in South Florida saying with the kid playing with nothing in the second half around him on offense and the valiance that he played. Okay? For the Miami fan base in South Florida say that, the game was over. Look, Dolphin fan in South Florida in particular, not you, Pete, Dolphin fan. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Okay? The kid is going to win for you. I said, wait till you see the kid in spring camp next year. EM to you. These idiot Dolphin fans in South Florida poo-pooing the kid's effort on Sunday. Go ahead in the second half.
Again, Mace, casual fans response, casual fans mentality, bro. They don't understand the details of football. Tua, if you look at that kid's what transpired Sunday, again, there's a lot to be desired. He's a rookie. He's developing. The game was not perfect. Tua missed throws, but every quarterback misses throws. But when you look at this kid's tape, exactly what transpired on several drives, in particular the second half when we were down, he's in another adverse type situation. A lot of quarterbacks would have just folded, would have just picked their ball up and went home. And I was more impressed with the resolve of our team as a whole, not just Tua. In that regard, our team as a whole, they kept fighting, bro. There was no quit in this team. But Tua, bro, his tape Sunday, it's some special stuff, bro. It's just stuff that you don't see from a rookie at this stage of his career. I was more impressed with Tua's mental ability, his mental approach Sunday.
I gave him praise on the blitz read and all of that on those plays where you seen it multiple times in a game. It was like 2 or 3 times that he did that.
They were throwing they threw everything in him. They threw everything in him.
He took a safety. So in a crucial situation, he's panicking. He's not really reading.
And trust me, I told you guys this. Pete's actually correct.
Saying, Ian?
Yeah, and I told you guys
a couple of weeks ago.
I told you guys a couple of weeks ago. I asked Ian. He was up here with me about Chan Gailey. Now the word is he's on the hot seat. I told you guys.
Yeah, they asked him about his future in Miami. You see, he was non-committal. Well, I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah, the Miami media is trying to run him out of town because they blame him.
I'm not gonna dog Chan Gailey is because I complained about him 2 weeks ago. I said exactly what they should be doing with Jakeem Grant, and we finally seen this Sunday, bro. Moving Jakeem Grant, keeping him on the field, back and forth, all over motions, looking like you're going to hand it off to him. It doesn't matter. Just use him and abuse his speed so it can create a little time and so these receivers get some separation.
Make this prediction. People boffed at me in here. I'm going to say it again. And now the whispers are happening. And when I listen to the media, guys like Omar Kelly, guys like Armando say this, there's fire. They don't make the playoffs, or if Tua, God forbid, gets hurt, Chan Gailey's fired. He's on the street.
You know what? In regards to Chan Gailey, like a lot of people think, his approach is outdated. But what I've been seeing from Chan, I don't see like his overall scheme or his formationally. He doesn't seem like he's behind the 8 ball or he's behind. I just think situationally. It goes down, and Flores and Chan Gailey talked about this. It's about execution, and they keep saying this every single week. Execution. We're focused on execution, and not so much trying to confuse the defense. If you execute, that's gonna solve 99.9% of your problems. But I don't see formationally now. Schematics. I don't see Chan Gailey being behind. He's got a lot of updated. In terms of his scheme, I like the pistol. You do a lot of things out of the pistol, a lot of 12, a lot of 13 personnel out of the pistol. Those are more, recent concepts that, Kyle Shanahan's of the world and a lot of other, coaches incorporate a lot of that, in what they do. So,
Ian, let me ask you this. Wouldn't you rather see them go get a young West Coast offense type of coach that will fit to his skill set?
I'm gonna tell you, I told y'all, Doug Peterson, if he's let go in Philly, if I'm Brian Flores, I'm telling Steve Ross to send his plane to that dude's town and go to pick him up.
Nagy's gonna be fired. Bear by him.
Yeah. I'm more
a fan of Doug Peterson.
Okay, no, and plus he was a former Dolphin, won shooters 325. I got no problem with that.
When Ian's talking about situational football with Chan Gailey, that's what I've seen all year. It's not the play calling, it's the play calling that he's doing on third down. When you need on first down, putting us in third and long. You just can't look past that. You cannot look past that. I think even if we get to the playoffs, depending on how we end the season, he's still going to be on the hot seat because of exactly what EM's talking about. Situational football, the plays that he's calling when we need to make a difference in the game and the execution that we're not getting out of our players. He knows the personnel, and we're just not executing. And it's always going to fall on the coach. But go ahead, Ian.
Yeah, again, if Chan Gailey, if they opt to move away from him, a player, a coach like offensive-minded coach like Doug Peterson, I think would be ideal because, again, he's got a lot of diversity in his approach. You see the power running game, you see the 11 personnel, bro. You see the RPO concepts. I don't know what's going on with Carson Wentz. There's a lot of things.
Get your ass up here, Jefferson.
They got a lot of issues in Philly going on, and Doug Peterson might be responsible for some of it. But I think as a play caller, I think he would be ideal for Tua. I truly believe that.
Yeah, Sunday morning, by the way. No, go ahead. Who's talking? Pete, go ahead. Then I'll say one more second.
Yeah, I was gonna talk about Doug Peterson because that guy he's gonna get fired after the year for sure, bro.
What's up, Sean Jones?
For him to get off of Carson Wentz and Carson Wentz isn't injured. Is Carson Wentz injured for him to bench that guy, bro?
No. He's benched by performance, and word is he will be gone.
That you don't do that. So something is going to happen. If Carson Wentz stays, Doug Peterson is gone. And that's what I see happening. I don't see the Eagles getting rid of Carson Wentz, Jalen Hurts beating him out. This guy is not going to be able to consistently pass out of the pocket and move. Yeah, he could use his legs.
If Jalen Hurts wins the rest of these 3 games, which is very possible,
Jalen Hurts
schedule's not that hard. The Redskins will be hard, trust me. Speaking of the Redskins, let me get to EM real quick. Let me show my face for this one because I am smiling. Okay. Let me say this too for you 3 guys, if you did not know this. The praise around the NFL for Tua's valiant effort on Sunday haven't gone unnoticed, and the Kansas City Chiefs, to a man, tipped their caps to the Dolphins. They did on Monday and Tuesday. I've never seen Mahomes in his young career get chased like he did in that first half and getting his ass whipped by that young Dolphin defense. So Miami, around the league, is getting their due. Finally, it's been a long, long time, and they deserve it. Those young boys deserve it. I'm proud of this group of players. Now, to Chase Young, and you guys can comment about what the league is thinking very highly of Tua, what he did Sunday, and that effort. If Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphin defense is getting love on one side, this is just for me and EM. Chase Young is getting love on the other side. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel so sorry for Russell Wilson with that offensive line on Sunday. They don't know what they're about to walk into, bro.
But Mace, though, look, it's not just Chase Young, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's the Alabama defensive line of Coleman Washington.
Man, you got Montez Sweat coming off the other end, bro.
Mississippi, right?
Yeah. I was praying the Dolphins would have selected him. Oh, I wanted him so bad, but it's whatever. But that they look a lot like that, last year's version of the San Francisco 49ers D line. They're that dominant. They're that good. And Chase Young has played extremely well. I've never doubted Chase Young's ability. Never doubted Chase Young's ability. Just said that I think the need for the Dolphins, especially after free agency. Now let's look back in hindsight. We selected Emmanuel Ogbah. Okay, we got him in free agency. Now we can look back in hindsight now and say, okay, we got him and we're getting the production, from him at this kind of all-pro type of production from him. Do you still Chase Young at number 5? No, you don't. Absolutely not. You don't.
No. I've already came to conclusions that we made the right move getting the quarterback because I see him getting better. But the most important thing I love about him is he has the it factor, and I want that in my quarterback. I'd rather have my quarterback who's leading my team have the it factor, have the intangibles to win a ball game, than a guy that's gonna I hate to say this about Justin Herbert, but I will guarantee you this: in the year 2028, Tua will have 3 rings. Justin Herbert will have stats.
You know how I am, bro. I'm not going. I'm real careful about making projections, but Herbert has been impressive as well. I mean, you can't knock him. He's got better offensive weaponry than what Tua has at his disposal. But Herbert has looked impressive. I mean, he's made some throws. You're just like, I mean, your jaw drops. And the kid has special physical traits. And that's why I liked him so much.
Yeah, you loved him.
During the draft process, I just thought there was a lot there that you could build upon. But I'm glad we have Tua. But Herbert, I think Tua, he's in the perfect situation because he has a coach, that obviously to this point he's displayed that he can build.
Did you hear? Team. By the way, did you hear what Flores said today about Tua going up against Belichick?
I didn't. What did he say?
He said that he's going to let him learn this on his own this week.
Oh. Well, no, I didn't hear that.
I'm not surprised by that because yeah, go ahead. You can go ahead.
I didn't hear him say that, but I said that. I commented on that on X's and Omar's. I said this is a good game for Tua's development because one thing about Tua, I'll say this. Well, one thing about the teams, the Patriots defense and our defenses. I mean, they're mirror images of one another. So, Tua. The only difference with Tua is that the looks and the disguises that he's going to be seeing from Belichick. I think a lot of what Bill Belichick is going to give Tua. I mean, Tua's already seen it because it's basically the same defense. The only difference is Tua is going to be seeing it in live action when dudes are trying to tear his head off. They don't hit the quarterback in practice, so that'll be the main difference. But it's a good for Tua's development because we all know how good of a defensive mind Belichick is, and we know still even it's been a down year for New England. That defense has made a lot of good quarterbacks in this league look relatively pedestrian. So Tua is going to have to be, it's not going to be easy for him on Sunday. I do anticipate a win, but Bill Belichick, especially rookie quarterbacks. Bill Belichick, how he's made them look over the years. So it's going to be a tough one for him, and especially if Parker doesn't play again. All of these practice squad guys that he'll have at his disposal at the skill positions.
The one player they are anxious. I'm talking about the Miami media. They're anxious to see in a big spot. Who's the kid who we traded to New England? Just got him back last week.
Isaiah Ford.
Isaiah Ford.
Ford's going to play a lot. That they're saying, and the kid, his name Bowden. That's the kid's name.
Lynn Bowden Jr. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they say those guys are going to be in the lineup this week, and they're going to see how they're interested. They're interested to see what Tua do with them. I'm going to tell you guys something right now, and you're going to think I'm crazy. Those 2 boys are going to ball, especially the Bowden kid. And the reason is that's who Tua was throwing to in practice before he got his starts. And I think like when Marino first came in, Nat Moore wasn't his guy. Joe Rose wasn't his guy. His guys were Duper and Clayton. Why? Because all of them was third string at practice every day. He was used to throwing to those guys. And I've been saying it. That when those 2 kids, especially the Bowden kid, and there's another kid that they have that I think they're going to bring up off the practice squad. I don't know his name. They was talking about him today. My point is, if these guys work out with Tua, then you're going to have to wonder because already the whispers are, like I told you guys, the receiver, that they may look at the draft. And I love this kid. I'm not paying JJ. I'm not paying Schuster. I'm sorry, from Pittsburgh. I'm not paying him.
I'm not the biggest Juju Smith-Schuster fan either, bro.
Yeah, I'm not paying him. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I'll get my receivers from the draft. The kid from Minnesota, I can get at 10. I can trade down, get him. If the kid from Oregon's there at 4, I'll take him. If the kid, the linebacker from Penn State, trade down a little bit, take him, and take a receiver in the first. I'll get my running back in round 2.
Yeah, I think slot receiver is not something that I'm big on. Not for a free agent. I would just you can get somebody in the draft for that, man. But you have a difference of opinion with that though. There's people saying that the dude's got to run a 4.2. That's like unheard of. You know, there's the guys that run 4.2. That person's on everybody's radar. That's a bit asking a bit much. But you can find some guys that run 4.4s and put them in the slot 4.3s. Somebody like Cole Beasley. I don't even think he runs that fast. He's just dependable in the slot.
He knows how to hit the slot. Yeah,
he's quicker. He's quicker than fast. He's a lot quicker than fast.
Oh yeah, man.
But yeah, that's what I'm looking for coming out of college, man. Somebody that can play that slot position, just like you said. That's quick.
What if Lynn Bowden Jr. What if Lynn Bowden actually proves that?
Well, he's playing. He's playing the rest of the season. He's going to be in the lineup now, so we're going to find out.
Chan Gailey said he's going to be a big part of what we do moving forward. That's what he said today.
Yeah, so. Miami's desperate right now because they look around and they realize guys like me, you, Esteban, and anybody else, I test, we playoffs now. Dusty couldn't understand that 2 weeks ago when we were all in here. He couldn't understand why we want playoffs now. We want it now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And see, Mace, nobody's now you know why. Now you know why. Go back to that Denver game. Now you know why Brian Flores he was pushing all his chips to the table and trying to steal that game from Denver.
I totally agree. I mean, I've been saying it all along, fellas. You guys just joined. I know EM's been here for a little bit. Esteban has joined week before last. I've been saying it, man. Every game from that 4-game stretch, we lost to Denver. I knew we was going to lose to the Chiefs. I didn't know we was going to lose to the Chiefs that way. These next 3 games, we should win. There's no excuse. And we're ahead of Baltimore, so all we have to do is control and destiny. We're in. We'll be the 6th seed. And I'll take going to Tennessee. I don't have a problem with that, or to Indianapolis. I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's no problem with me. I'll take it with my defense. I'll travel to Indianapolis or face Tannehill. I don't have a problem with that at all.
I agree.
You know, matter of fact, I'll go a step further. If Pittsburgh finishes the 2, I don't mind going to Pittsburgh in the round 2.
Yeah.
With my boys. I'll take my boys with me and travel.
We just got to get in. And we can make some noise.
I said it Sunday. On Sunday, win the game. Honestly, my opinion, they should win the games.
We need a healthy team for that Buffalo game. Like, I'm not trying to look past the Pats and the Raiders. The way that I feel about those teams is just that we want this so bad as a fan base. They're just in our way. They are in our way, and I don't think that our team's going to look past them. But when you look at who is going to be the challenge out of those 3 teams, it's clearly Buffalo. The one thing that I want to see when that game comes is that we have some guys healthy and ready to play. You know what I'm saying? Like running back and wide receiver. But I mean, we've been plagued this year with that. And you hear about how teams that get to the Super Bowl, not only do they get there, but they have some luck with injuries and, you know, et cetera, and that's kind of what's plaguing us right now. That's why you have to have depth, and it's a next man up mentality. We can't create excuses, but it'd be nice to have some dependable starters, reliable guys.
The mindset I want you guys to have in this room with me and I-Test, because he has it already, is that we have to take names and don't give a damn, bro. And again, and this is a credit to Brian Flores and the whole crew in Miami. The talk around the league is how valiantly the Dolphins played against the Chiefs, bro. The league is talking about it. So give the Dolphins a lot of credit, fellas. Give our guys a lot of credit because they earned the respect of the nation on Sunday. I told Dusty they would. Dusty told me, "Oh, no one cares. Everyone cares."
They held, the Chiefs. Everybody's always talking about how high powered they are, and they were talking about, their offense is this, and they should get a lot of credit. But the defense held that team. Our defense held that team to 23 points Sunday.
Yes.
23 points.
Yes. I agree, bro.
And it's not like the Chiefs were trying to take their foot off the pedal the second half. No, they were trying to run the score up.
Yep, they were
trying to run the score up.
Facts.
So it's what it is.
Facts. It's true. I was watching it. They wanted to put 50 on Miami. This to prove a point. They wanted to say, "Oh, you bullied us in the first half? Oh, really? We'll show you our firepower." It didn't happen. And what turned it around was that great interception. And now he's finally. Hey, EM, you was up here with me. So was Itus. I told all these other guys who are not Dolphin fans this platform. Howard is playing at an all-pro level.
Darrell Reeves, bro.
Yeah. There's 3 guys on this team that's playing all-pro. Howard, Agba, Rowe. They're playing all-pro this year on this team.
Don't forget Byron Jones, man.
Yeah, don't forget Byron Jones. He don't have. He's not going. He doesn't. The only thing with Byron Jones is he doesn't take the ball away. But in terms of coverage, there's few. I mean, he's the top 3-4 guy as well, bro, in terms of coverage. So he's playing at an all-pro level. He's just not giving you the splash plays. But yeah, Agba, obviously Xavier Howard, Rowe gave up some plays Sunday, but a lot of plays that Kelsey made on Sunday, you just got to tip your hat to him. Rowe was in, he was on time, he was in position to make a play, but damn, Kelsey just made a bet. He just made a better play. And at the end of the day, you just got to tip your cap to him and, move on. But Rowe is still playing at an extremely high level, I think. So I even think Calvin Oy's playing is his play. He's been, dinged up somewhat.
He got ripped by the Dolphin media, by the way. Van Noy said that he's overpaid and he's not earning his $13 million. Yes, he is. He's brought leadership to the locker room.
Wow, I don't know who said that. Omar said that.
Salguero. In his podcast.
Okay.
I disagree with him.
I mean, he started off lackluster, but I mean, his last game he didn't play this last one, but I mean, three sacks from a linebacker. That's it's rare. Not everybody can do that.
By the way, his job is to stop the run, and also his job is to drop back in coverage and get a couple of deflection passes.
Communication.
Yes, sir. I totally agree.
Communication.
I'm gonna let Ita speak if he's ready, but I just want to say this to EM. You was right, bro. And I just listened to the media today, and I wasn't surprised. This is Miami now, okay? I've been on their asses when I used to call the sport talk shows down there, QAM, wherever. This is a soft, lackey-ass media. And if the quarterback is not playing at superstar, megastar level, the sky is falling. And that's their fan base down there right now. Go ahead, Itas. Good evening, my brother. How are you? Itas, you ready? He's not ready. Go ahead, Esteban. EM, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
So when you're talking about the media, it shocks me that you're talking about that they're getting all this love for. I do hear that, but I did hear a lot today when they're doing predictions for Sunday. They're picking the Patriots, bro. There is a lot of people picking the Patriots. Have y'all looked into that or paid attention to that at all?
No, I paid attention. I saw Dan Ofsarski this morning, and I think EM will like this. they were showing Tua. He said Tua has the he has the superstar. I forgot what it was, but what he was basically showing to the fans on ESPN this morning. And by the way, Keyshawn Johnson said that the receiving room sucks in Miami. He said that.
Yeah. I heard him. Yeah, I heard when he said that. Yeah.
What is it about Parker people don't like?
Yeah. I mean, but my thing is, okay, we like Preston Williams' upside. Okay,
yeah, I like
considering where he was, he went undrafted. Okay, but he's been wildly inconsistent, either hurt or he's been inconsistent.
That's what I've been saying about him.
But after that, now that Albert Wilson is not in that lineup, after that, I mean, what else do you have? I mean, what other dependable guy that you can say? I love Mac Hollins' upside as well, but I mean, he's been, he hadn't been a dependable guy since he's been in the league. So I mean, what else does he have to work with? Mike Gesicki, yeah, but I mean, what else compared to these other quarterbacks? You're Justin Herbert, you're even Joe Burrows, you're Russell Wilson's, Ben Roethlisberger's. I mean, you can see I'm higher on Parker obviously than what Keyshawn is, but after that, man.
I've been saying you alone, fellas.
To work with, bro.
Yeah, me and you talked when we first started talking, bro. I said they really need a wide receiver, bro. You said Sunday they should double down, and that's what
I mean, man. I mean, I was like, bro. I mean, you relying on Jakeem Grant as your number 2 guy, you got problems, bro. You have problems. No disrespect to Jakeem.
Well, I'll say it again, and EM's gonna love what I'm gonna say. When that kid comes to spring training camp next year, and he gets a full spring and mini camp OTAs, when you see this kid late July in 7 months, you're gonna say, "Huh?"
You know what, Mace? I can even see. I think the Dolphins will be aggressive. In their
free agency.
Yeah, I think they're going to be aggressive in free agency and the draft. So, I think that's the best approach because again, you already have a championship caliber defense. So your window, the Dolphins legitimately, and a lot of this is going to be based on where Tua is, in his development. But considering how good this defense is, it's young and it's going to get better. You've got a 2 to 4 year window. Let's say 2 to 5 year window to really load up offensively, be aggressive like you were because look at how aggressive they were on the defensive side of the football this year in terms of free agency and the draft.
And it's working out splendidly.
Exactly, hit a home run. So I anticipate the Dolphins have that same type of aggression addressing the offensive side of football. We could even see them bringing in linemen. We could even see them bringing definitely a receiver. So, again, they've identified Tua. Obviously, they're all in on Tua. Now you just have to support him, bro. You got to put him in a position to where
to flourish.
Yeah, his situation is as comfortable as it could possibly be. And that's the approach of any coach should take with their young franchise quarterback.
I'll tell you what's scary about this team moving forward. Imagine, and it's going to happen, it's obvious, this team having a full spring camp, OTAs, and training camp, how good they're going to be next year. I keep telling people this. They're coming, bro. And I'll be very disappointed, barring serious injury, if they're not 13-3 next year. They're not traveling to the West Coast next year. They play the AFC, NFC South. The Raiders come to Miami. They go to They go to Cleveland. They ain't going nowhere far. They should go 13-3 next year. I really believe.
Damn, I was hoping we'll play the East. We don't play the NFC East next year.
No, we played them in 2019.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Plays the 2 Souths. That's right. And what is interesting to me for them is you have to wait 8 months to see how they're gonna look, bro. I get the feeling, bro. Next year, man. Oh goddamn!
I'm telling you, They're gonna load up, bro. They're gonna load up.
Yeah, I believe
it.
They're
gonna load up.
By the way, if you guys did not hear the other rumor in the NFL today, Patriots have over nearly 100 million cap space. The word is Belichick ain't gonna take one of these guys. That the word on the street is they will go after Matthew Stafford, and they can afford to pay Matthew Stafford. And I'm just gonna say this: for them, good for them if they do it. I think they will too, because the Cam Newton experiment ain't working. That said, Matthew Stafford is a turnover machine, and if he's the Patriot quarterback moving forward for them, I'm not even worried about
it. You know what? I like Stafford. I like Matt Stafford. I like his talent. You know, I think if the Patriots do opt to go after him, I think going there with Josh McDaniels will benefit him. He'll benefit greatly from Josh McDaniels' tutelage, I think. And I'm not saying that we should fear him, but I think he'll be a significant upgrading over what they have now with Jarrett Stidham and Cam Newton or whoever. But you know, you can win with Matt Stafford, bro. He has a lot of physical talent still at his advanced age. He still, he still has a lot of talent, but again, it's not just getting a quarterback, bro. I mean, you got to support him. I mean, they have nothing at the wide receiver position. I mean, absolutely nothing. So they might, just not be stopping there with Matt Stafford, because they're going to have to bring some wide receivers in, and they might be aggressive in free agency in doing that.
I just want to say this to you Dolphin guys out there who's listening. If you play fantasy football, take Tua next year. Take him.
I would agree.
Take him. Tess, you there, bro? Tess, you there, bro? Tess.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm handling something. I'm gonna holler at you.
Yeah, take your time, bro. Take your time. Esteban, go ahead, bro. Esteban.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you want to say, go ahead, bro.
Man, I'm looking forward to the game Sunday now. I'm ready to get over this loss. This loss that happened Sunday, it took the wind out of the sails for anybody that had I had I had aspirations for us to get the division crown. So I still think it's possible though, man. The Bills still have to go to Denver. If we win all our games, I could see them losing out, man, because you have them playing on the road against Denver. Denver's not going to be easy at home. You have to be in shape and you have to have balance. That's what we didn't have. If they go in there and they play the same game we did, they're going to get beat by Denver too. Then they still have to go to New England and play in New England. Yeah, they beat them the first game, but it's a divisional game. You could still lose against your division. And then they're going to have us come up to Buffalo. Nobody's talking about it, man. Everybody's just, they're on a high, man. If they're feeling themselves, I know it sounds like a stretch, but I could see them losing 3 games. I think Pittsburgh they caught Pittsburgh at the right time. Pittsburgh was feeling themselves. And look what happened. Now Pittsburgh hadn't lost a game all year. They've lost 2 games in a row. What's not to say that the Bills aren't going to, if the Steelers lost 2 games in a row, I could see the Bills losing 2 games in a row. And then if they do that, they have us coming into town. We got to go up there and we got to go earn it. So just saying, food for thought. I don't know if that's crossed y'all's mind, but I know that I've had that on my mind. I'm still looking at schedules and looking how, things can pan out. I mean, even if we do have a loss, I know Sheila E's team, the Giants, they can actually help us out. Yeah, they can actually help us out by winning out because a lot of the end of the schedule involves wild card teams in the AFC race. So I believe they have
Browns this week, Baltimore next week, and then they finish with the Cowboys at home.
There you go, the Browns in Baltimore. So you never know, man. There's still a chance for us to to get up in here and win this division. I'm not going to give up on that yet, but that's why I didn't like that we lost Sunday.
What's up, Abdul Jones? What's up, my brother? Hey,
you know,
that's the one guy. Finish what you guys say. That's the one guy.
Yeah, so I don't know what y'all's aspirations are for playoffs. You know, I don't know if y'all just want to get into the playoffs.
Yeah,
if y'all
bro,
want
to just get in and then take it from there. If we fifth, we'll play either Tennessee or Buffalo, and I don't mind, or even Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh's no safe bet. I think Pittsburgh's beginning to free fall, and let's say we do play the Steelers first. I wouldn't mind doing that. I'll take my chances. I'll take my chances with our team. Bro.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of anybody. Go ahead, Ian.
And if you think we're offensively challenged, look at the Steelers, bro. You know, they can't run the football either, man. Difficult, but yeah, I like our chance. We just match up with anybody in National Football League defensively, and if you can do that consistently, you'll have a chance in any game. You know what I mean? You just can't. From that, I mean, you'll have a chance. Your quarterback just needs to just not turn the football over. So I know we're challenged. I know we have issues running the football, and we all know the issues we have offensively. But from a defensive standpoint, I think we match up with anybody, bro. And I'm confident. That gives a level of confidence to me. If we do get in the playoffs, I'll sleep good at night, no matter who we match up against. To be honest with you,
I agree. I'm not afraid after what we did to the Chiefs, bro. Made the Chiefs think a couple of times, bro. In other words, the compliments coming out of the Kansas City. Kansas City realizes that, and I've been saying this to you guys all this past week. Don't worry about the division teams, bro. If you want to get to where you want to go, you build your team to beat the Chiefs. And I've been saying it. They're building a defense to beat the Chiefs, bro. They got a little taste of how it is to go up against that offense, bro. And when you add a couple more pieces next spring, bro, we play them again next year in the playoffs, because we don't play them next year. We play them in the playoffs next year. It may be a totally different story, bro.
I would agree. Like I said, man, I just think, and I think this is the mindset of our staff, of Flores and our front office. I'm convinced that they truly believe they are closer than what a lot of people think.
I agree.
In terms of being able to challenge for a Super Bowl. And again, once the season is over with, once we see the level of aggression being applied to the offseason, just like last offseason, I'm telling you, man, they are. See, the thing is, the Dolphins are the way they're built, the way they're set up contractually, with a perfect blend of veterans and young players. They're not one of these teams that just go out and just do stupid moves, and just blow a bunch of money and free agency or whatever. And they're not. Their approach has been very smart, and I see them being, exactly how they addressed the defense last year. And I think it'll just be flip flop this year. They'll be aggressive in free agency offensively, and I think, we can all agree that I think they will be offensive heavy, in the first round, and probably the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree, yeah.
So,
I test you there. Nah, he's taking care of his business.
Yeah,
you there now?
Bro.
What you think? I'll tell you what you missed out on. Basically, what I was commenting on tonight was that the Dolphin fans down there so down on the quarterback because they don't see him putting up 500 yards. Also,
you keep saying that, that's not right.
I'm just going by what the Miami media was saying, bro.
Who are Miami media? They don't speak for us.
Salguero, Omar.
That's what he said. He said he's down on Tua because he's not putting up 500 yards.
No, the fan base, not him. The fan base. They trying to. Well, I'll tell you something. This will interest you. They believe get the receivers who are there now out and bring 2 brand new receivers, double down and get 2 in the first round. That's what they're saying.
I mean, bro, I've been going through the draft Yeah, you can get some receivers. You don't even have to go first round if you want.
Your boy is the top of their list. Your boy from LSU.
Cool.
Your boy from LSU. I don't know his name.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, that's the one they want him to get.
Bro,
Dusty's laughing at us.
This receiving core, bro, is like the more I do, like I've already started my draft shit. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's a lot of hidden gems in this draft, and the more I do it, the Dolphins would be good. Like they could go at it a number of ways, bro. But if they're smart, they could walk out of the first what? Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They got 5 picks.
Maybe. Go ahead. How many?
They got 5 picks in the first 3 rounds, according to Salguero. According to Salguero, they will have 3 picks, maybe 4 in the top 50.
All right, bro. Like the more I do it, I see them walking away with at least a top tier either receiver, so they could get Chase. Who else up there?
2 Alabama guys.
Chase, Waddle, or Smith. But if it was me, I would go Chase because I like everything about him. I like his body control. And he's just a different type of receiver, bro. You can put him in slot, you can put him in outside, and what's crazy, he excels outside even though he's 6'1". But his body control, bro, like he's high pointing the ball at 6'1". And his body control again is crazy, bro. And if you don't want him, you could save those picks and go crazy on the defense, like players like hold on, let me get this. Yeah. Like players like let me see who's up there. That Michigan motherfucker, Queedy something. Pay.
That edge player. That edge.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, Queedy Pay might be there. Who else would be there? We won't be able to get Gregory Rousseau. I don't even like Greg. The more I watch Gregory Rousseau tape, bro, like I get it. He got the size, he linky, and he's good for a DM, but the more I watch his tape, bro, a lot of his tackles are like leg tackles, and he's basically like lunging at people's legs, and he's so long that he catches up to them and he trips them up. But I don't see power and all that other shit everybody else sees. Maybe I gotta watch more tape, but this is like I do tape study. Like I do first glance, I write my notes, and then I go back and kind of get in depth on it. But that's what I see off of Gregory Rousseau off rip. But Miami, I see them getting players like, they're gonna probably get a receiver first round, and then they can go edge rusher. Like there's gonna be a lot of good little edge rushers peppered in there, but where they could excel, like it's gonna be a nice array of safeties in this draft. Safeties and like receivers, like there's some receivers, bro. I'm watching in this draft, like there's a guy from Florida State. What's his fucking name? Teron Terry. They call him Scary Terry. Bro, this motherfucker looked like he has DK Metcalf everything except he's leaner and skinnier, and I think he catches the ball better. His name is Torian Terry. And then you got motherfuckers like, bro, the whole draft got receivers. That's not going to be an issue. But I would say get quality first, and then you could like maneuver. Like Carlos Basham is in this draft. I was looking at him since last year. Carlos Basham is going to be good.
Let me ask you this. Are you surprised down there where you at right now? You're down there. Are you surprised that the media is hinting that the Dolphins should clean the receiving room altogether? Keyshawn Johnson said this morning that the Dolphin receiving room is trash. He said this morning. EM can sign off on that. He did. Called the Dolphin.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying, he called it trash. How you feel about that? Because the Miami,
bro. I fucking love Parker, bro. Like the day. No, I'm telling you. It's not even just that. It's the fact that for years, the Dolphins, they just get rid of quality players, and then they go on the other team, and then they show you what the fuck you are missing. like Kenyon Drake isn't the best fucking running back, but imagine Kenyon Drake in this offense. Bro, he was in-house. Imagine Mika Fitzpatrick on this defense. Like, this is the fucking shit I'm talking about. So everyone's complaining about Parker, but let Parker go somewhere. Let Parker get with a Aaron Rodgers or fucking
damn right.
Tom. You know what I mean, bro? And then you're gonna be hearing how
I'm going to Arizona. Fucking Kyler Murray will have
they're not getting rid.
That's what I mean.
They're not getting rid of Parker. There's no way. There ain't no. Unless
that's what I'm saying.
Unless they get blown away with a trade offer.
That's why I said Arizona.
Unless they.
No, go ahead.
I think I saw an article too that one of these insiders said that the Dolphins are anticipating big trade offers for Xavier Howard in the offseason. But anyway, I think I think the Dolphins' approach is anybody can be had, but it's like Laramie Thompson, you have to blow them away, bro. If a team,
bro, that speaks to what I'm saying. Team, bro, like you don't win like that. When you have quality players, fuck a trade, bro. Like sometimes I bite the bullet. Sometimes you got to be like, man, yeah, I could get more picks later, but this shit is working right now. Why fucking get rid of it for more picks? Like I hate when I hear fucking fans they immortalize picks over. You know what I'm saying? They love fucking picks, and a proven NFL player is in your locker room. There's no telling what that college player is going to come into the league.
You know why that would be? If they say they get rid of him, you know why that would be? When they check the books, he has never made big money in Miami. And if let's say he has a monster year next year, you're gonna have to pay him big money, or you're gonna have to get rid of him. The Dolphins,
not really, bro. He signed a contract last year, and he had a monster year last. Not a monster year, but he had a top 5 year last year.
Yeah. What if it's
what I'm?
Yeah, what if it's
bro? You don't get rid of that. You don't do that. You don't get rid of Parker and start over. You add on to that.
I agree with that.
You add on to Parker. If there's anyone that's out for me,
I look at Parker. You know how I feel about him. They're not moving on. Next year is not the year to move on from Devontae Parker, unless now.
Because he's fucking hurt.
So you got to consider he'll be another year older. I mean, he'll be 29 next year. Again,
we talking about Parker?
Yeah. He'll
yeah, but think about it. He's only really played maybe 1.5. No, maybe 2 full seasons. Because remember, he had an injury-marred early career. So them years with Gase, you could kind of say, bro, he's been on ice. So he's really like coming into his own now.
Yeah. I think, I agree, in terms of like, I agree with you. 90% of what you said, I agree with. But you got to consider, age and contracts. But see, the Dolphins are in a unique position where, they don't have to worry about either one of those next year in terms of with this player. So, again, I think, I don't agree with it, but I do see the coaching, that perspective that coaches have. Like Bill Belichick would rather get rid of a player 2 years ahead of time as opposed to 2 years too late. So, and I think Brian Flores has, I don't think he's, on that level, he's the same as Bill Belichick, but I do think he does have he harbors some of that mindset. But Parker, I don't think this coming up year, next year is not the year to move off from him, I don't think. I think the following year would be.
I would like to see him, how he would be with a healthy Preston Williams, the Bowden kid, and whoever they bring in the next year's draft. I would like to see that.
Bro, they need a burner. They need somebody to help.
That's what they said, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you get a Devin Smith or a Waddle, okay, that opens up the offense, and now Parker has one-on-one all day, which he'll eat any corner up. He proved that last year. So that's the thing. Like, I'll take Jamar Chase, bro. Jamar Chase will be a fucking premier receiver for us. And what's crazy is, as much as people, I'm gonna say it again, people love Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson can't tie Jamar Chase's shoes, bro. So And what's crazy is more people. Like I'm telling you, look at the Florida State kid, Torian Terry or whatever his name is. Like he's everything that DK Metcalf is, but he's faster than me.
Bless you.
And he has better hands.
Damn, faster.
You know
God damn.
And he's coming from a premier program. He wasn't.
Damn, faster. I mean,
wasn't
DK in the fourth. Yeah,
watch his tape. Like
man, I'm gonna have to look him up for sure.
You're gonna have fun in here on draft weekend.
No.
Look him up.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
And then there's another kid named like if you like Jakeem Grant, there's a guy that's just as quick in everything that Jakeem Grant provides you, but he's sturdy. Like he has a more Tariq Hill built to him. His name is Mackenzie Stevenson, something like that. Mackenzie Stevenson. I'm gonna give the name to y'all because I just started kind of doing these players. So this is off the top of my head. And then there's a Texas safety. What's his name? Caden something.
Caden Stearns.
Stearns.
Yes. Fucking Caden Stearns.
He's good at test, but he's a project, man, because I watch all of Texas. Yeah, I know. He's just not gonna be a day one contributor. You just
don't say
he's got the frame.
With an off season, bro, I could see it because look at Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones stepped right in, and I think he has a better upside than Brandon Jones. And I watched Brandon Jones in college.
But where do you think he should be? The question is, though, is where do you select him? That's the question. Brandon Jones was third.
That's the thing. The safeties are going to go late. Like, there's a lot of safeties. Like, there's the Georgia safety. What's his name? Fuck. I can't think of it. Georgia has a safety. Syracuse has a great safety. Who else has a great safety? Florida State has a great safety. So, bro, out of all three of them, bro, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say.
You talking about Cisco? You talking about Andre Cisco from Syracuse?
Yeah, Andre Cisco. Who's the other guy? There's a guy from Florida State, Hamai something. The Florida State safety. Like they all the same body type, all the same, but Cisco's a ball hawk. You feel me? Cisco's a ball hawk. The nigga from Georgia, he's a thumper. There's another thumper, the one from UCLA. I forgot his name. But bro, I have all these names. Go ahead.
I like Paris Ford from Pittsburgh as well.
Paris Ford, there you go.
Yep.
He's a
fucking
thumper, bro.
Like him? It's scary that the Dolphins will have 4 picks, guys, in the top 50.
That's what I'm saying. For you could litter your team. Like I went offense. I went 2 offense, defense, and then I fucking love Pitt, the Florida tight end, but he's going top 10. But bro, his fucking talent.
Oh yeah, he's ridiculous.
Seen a tight end movie
he's ridiculous.
Bro.
He's ridiculous.
This is crazy, bro.
And
he looks like he's like a more polished Aaron Hernandez, and then you got the motherfucking Penn State guy. He's like baby Gronk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got a Gronk coming out, and you got.
I think
Gesicki's
turning into a baby Gronk.
Gesicki is a receiver. The baby Gronk, he's thick as fuck. He's like, number 87 on Fairmont. Fair something.
I like our tight end room.
No, our tight end room would be great. You just add one more. You got a elite tight end room because anyone you add next to Gesicki, that's like Dan Smythe and the other ones, they decent. But you get a top flight receiver, a top flight tight end next to Gesicki, now you got problems, bro.
And you know what's crazy? The Dolphins, what if they went and got one of the top flight tight ends and they got a receiver in the first round?
They could do it, bro. They could, and then Travis Etienne. Like I'm gonna speak Mace language. You can still get Travis Etienne. Like you could probably get him early second round.
And see, that's why
second round.
And see, that's why the trade out, in my opinion, with that first pick would be huge for the Dolphins because that sweet spot from 12 on back, they can go in so many different directions with the draft.
Abdul Jones,
so
what's
many
up,
different
bro?
directions.
I like you smoking your cigar
Like the
tonight.
more I watch Trey Lance, because I'm on the board with get him
How you
another
brothers
quarterback,
doing?
but not Trey
Good,
Lance.
man.
Bro. I was looking at Trey Lance and I'm like,
I'll let you get in a second. Oh yeah, they got the video of Trey Lance tonight on YouTube. I was gonna watch it, but I had to come up here. Go ahead, Abdul Jones. Talk about Tua. Go ahead, brother. You want to talk about Tua, Abdul? Go ahead.
Talk about what? You guys
Tua, if
talking
you
about
want.
the Dolphins. So you know who you guys need to win the Super Bowl the next 4 years, as you say, Mace. You know
Yeah.
who? Huh?
Who?
You said
Who?
2 years?
I said we start winning in
2
2 years.
or
Yeah,
4 years?
2 years. We'll have three, and we'll have 2 rings in 4 years from now. We should. We should have 2 chips.
Okay? To do that, you need Marino. You need Marino, Duper, and Clayton,
Please.
and more, and tight end. That's who you need to win in the
We'll
next
be
3 years.
fine.
Other than that, you ain't
These
winning
guys
in the next 3
are
years. I'm sorry,
dogging
brother.
me because I called a dynasty for Miami. Everyone's dogging me.
I'm just
Everyone's
fucking around.
killing me, man. I'm sorry. This is how I feel about the franchise. We're all going in the right direction. I'm sorry. I mean, you don't even hear me trash the quarterback. I say we'll win big with him. He's Troy Aikman. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right, fellas? If he's Troy Aikman?
Troy Aikman?
Yeah, if Tua is Troy Aikman, there's nothing wrong with that. That's champion.
Yeah, but Troy Aikman wasn't what you called your quarterback, a game manager. Troy Aikman was a big time player in the big game.
Oh, yes, he was the
Remember,
game manager.
He
Gave it to Emmett
he
left,
threw
Emmett
5
right.
touchdowns. He threw
Down.
5 touchdowns in
You,
the
you,
first Super Bowl.
you do know
He threw
that
5
Troy
touchdowns in
Aikman,
the first.
yeah, but fine, but Troy Aikman never won a Super Bowl MVP. And Troy Aikman never won a
Yes, he
league
did.
MVP.
The first Super Bowl. The first Super Bowl against Buffalo. No, not a league, but he did win the Super Bowl MVP. First Super Bowl. He threw 5 touchdowns against Buffalo. But I hear you. He was never going to win MVP, but he made the right plays and he showed up in the big game.
That's it. That's all we need from Tua. And he's a winner.
The difference is like you had an all-star line in Dallas, bro. Like you're gonna have to build that type of line if you're calling him Troy Aikman. Because you feel me, if Troy Aikman didn't have that line, who knows how his career would have turned out.
He celebrated his 54th
he wasn't a big time talent. He had good accuracy. That's about it.
Yeah, just celebrated his first. He just celebrated
that's true.
54th birthday. Yeah,
that was crazy. I was reading.
They did have a big line that did help.
It was the line, bro. Like he sat back there and just threw that shit to Irvin and Alvin Harper and Jay Novacek.
That's what he had to do.
Without that line, bro, who knows
I'll be right back,
Aikman
Mace.
is like that.
Good, buddy. Troy
So you got if you want Tua to have a Troy Aikman career, you got to give him that fucking line.
And that's what we're trying to do. And the running back. And the receiver. To go along with Devontae Parker. And we'll do it.
You gotta hit a home run in
Hey, Mace, my Bears.
And then on top of that, you gotta.
I hear you. Go ahead. Go. I test finish your point, and then I'm gonna go to Abdul.
Bears.
Go ahead, Abdul. Your Bears what? What about your Bears?
Oh, if we win our last 3 games, we make this playoffs. I never would have thought that a couple of weeks ago, but I don't think we're gonna do it. But if we win the last 3.
Wow.
It's Green Bay, Minnesota, and whoever we play this week. If we win the last 3, but somebody else has to lose, I think, too.
I hear you, man.
But yeah, it got outside test. Nobody would have thought that.
No, you're right about that. Nobody would have thought that.
What did you?
Hey, what's crazy? I think the Bears gonna get Trey Lance. I think that's who's gonna get Trey Lance.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Would they accept a black quarterback in Chicago? Love you too, Esteban. You have a good night.
The last one. The last one was Vince Evans, I think, right?
Yep.
Vince Evans was the last black quarterback.
Yep, that was 40 years ago. And I think that's the only time the Bears had a black quarterback.
Bro, the day the Bears get a quarterback, they're gonna be problems. Bro.
I agree.
I don't trust.
Problems because for years I've watched the Bears. I've watched y'all recycle defenses, and every 4 or 5 years y'all have a top defense. So to me, y'all always gonna have a defense. But the day y'all get a fucking quarterback, bro, that shit gonna be crazy, bro.
Yeah. I don't trust this franchise. I don't trust the organization now who we got in place. I don't trust Pace.
That's how I feel.
Oh, they're gonna be black, bro. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have the show here January the 4th. It'll be Black Monday, and I'm gonna laugh at every guy who gets fired. Your organization is coming. Don't worry about it. It's happening. I'm gonna have a good laugh about it too. It's my favorite day of the year when coaches get fired and the GMs. We're gonna have fun with that one.
Right. He didn't want to leave you out.
Where you at, bro? The pool hall?
Who's playing tonight? Who's playing Thursday night? Oh, tonight is Wednesday. I'm thinking.
No. Thursday night is the Raiders and the Chargers. I'll skip it. I'm gonna do a morning show here. It's 5 o'clock in the morning your time. I'll be on, bro. All football.
Okay. I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation for the next 3 weeks, so I ain't got nothing but time.
Nice, man. Your wife's okay, bro?
Oh yeah, she was fine. I sent her the link. I said, check out this show I've been watching. So she went, and it was live. So she was like, yeah, it was live. So she went on there. She's like, some motherfuckers was going at it.
Yeah, that was my buddy up
here. Two guys going at it and going at each other, mamas or something like that. And she made a comment.
Yeah, I told her I apologized to her because I didn't know she was your wife. Apologize for her. From me to her.
Yeah, I told her. I said, yeah, I did. I told her you gave her a wrench. I said, you now got a wrench in the YouTube. She think I stay on YouTube too much. I said, you now a moderator in one of the YouTube rooms.
Yeah. Tell her she deserves it.
That was funny though.
Yeah. I was like this, bro. When those two was going at, I said, you know I lost a female subscriber, fellas? And they were like, man, I'm sorry. I said, nah, it's okay. But now that I found out it was your lady, I feel better. Good for you, bro.
Yeah, you still got 2 subscribers.
Tell him my bad, yo.
Yeah, my man said his bad, bro.
Oh, that was you? You was one of them?
Yeah, he was one of the culprits. It was a hell of an argument because they took it to the next show 3 hours later. I enjoyed my birthday, though. I had a good week last week. I enjoyed the whole week. So I'm good. You know, I'm just good to be doing this, bro. I feel good every time I come up.
What are you doing for the Super Bowl this year, Mason?
I'm going to have a big Super Bowl show. I may do a 24-hour marathon.
What are you doing for the Super Bowl this year, Mace?
I'm going to have a big show up here, bro. I'll do a big Super Bowl spread. Get everybody up here. Everybody get their picks. May have a contest for like $100. We'll see. You know, we'll have a good time up here, man. We'll have a good time up here, bro.
All right, I gotta jump down because I gotta charge my phone up. I'm probably come up later before the night out.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'll be up here.
You brothers take deep.
You'll be good, man. Tell your wife I say hello. The great Abdul Jones, which leads me, Jefferson, if you want to get your ass up here, which leads me to one of my favorite people in the world. How was your day, sir?
Man, taking care of B.I.
Yeah, man. You missed the fireworks in the beginning of my show, man, because I was upset because Joe Biden said what he said about to NAACP and to black folks, saying he's not going to help them and that the Latinos. They called on tape. Yeah, everybody was up here at the beginning of my show apologizing to me. I tried to tell these guys last night, and Esteban put a snipe me mark in the chat room, and I didn't like it. I exploded on him, man. And then EM said, "Damn, Mace, do you have to go that hard?"
What did he say?
What did I say? What did he say?
What did you say?
Called him every name in the book, bro.
No, not that. I'm talking about what did Esteban say?
He said, "Yo, I came here to talk Dolphins, bro, and I get this. I'm gonna go start my own channel." I said, "Motherfucker, do not ever do that in my chat room, bro."
Oh, you talking about that? Oh, okay.
Oh, you heard that?
No, I ain't see it. I read the comment because when
Yeah,
I got
man.
in, I went back and read the comment.
I apologize to him because I'm not a racist, bro, but I don't like you know.
Oh, you pulled the race card?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I pulled the race card. It's me.
But Esteban Puerto Rican or something, bro. He ain't white.
I didn't call him white.
You call him a Puerto Rican?
The S word. Think of chick with an S.
Oh, okay.
There you go, baby. This is me, man. You know how you should know how I am by now, bro. I'm a brother through and through. I'm a black man through. And I did not like what Biden did, and I'm glad guys came in here, flooded this room, said, "Yo,
yeah, tell me. I don't know, bro. I've been running around. What the fuck did he do? Like he said, he's not helping us. Period.
Yeah, he's not helping black people. He
what
also
the fuck did they expect, bro?
And he also said to them that the Latinos got him in office, and he was very defiant about it, like telling niggas, "Know your role when you're dealing with me, because I don't need you."
Bro, he did not say that on what? No. What did he say that on?
No, they got it, bro. Guys got it, man. They got the feed from it, man. I didn't see it last night, but guys saw it, and they called it. And even Beasley, who was so much to give me pushback last night, he was the first to come in here to apologize. Yeah,
about Biden, bitch. Biden a bitch. I don't know. If you voted for Biden, bro, you're fucking. It's not even something wrong. It's just the fact you didn't do enough research. For a decision that important, you just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just go with what the masters say," instead of doing your own independent research on who the fuck this candidate was. There's no way if you really did your research, there's no way you would have voted for him. So anyone who voted for him, in my opinion, you voted with the herd, bro. You voted because everybody else did.
Facts.
And that speaks to our country. That speaks to you know what I'm saying, how our country is in the state it's in. It's too many fucking followers. There's more followers than there are leaders, bro. And the leaders get silenced or killed. So it's basically you're just gonna follow. You know what I'm saying? Your shepherd, and your shepherd is leading you down a fucked up path. And the minute somebody tell you, "Yo, there's another way," y'all kill them, or y'all don't want to listen. Or fuck politics.
Yeah, that's what Joe Biden said, bro.
Fuck Biden, bro. Nothing surprises me. Like when niggas tell me, "Oh, they did," you think I'm surprised? Bro? I'm expecting this shit. That's how you gotta move out here. You gotta move expecting them to do fuck shit.
Totally agree.
You don't move thinking a politician is gonna snap their fingers and all of a sudden it's gonna be rainbows and unicorns. The fuck?
Totally agree, my brother. Totally agree. Hey, since I got you up here, let me get back to the park and all this dolphin stuff today. I was watching X's and Omar, and I was listening to Salguero today with Beasley, and they basically trashed the Dolphins' offense completely. You know, they said running backs suck, receivers suck, and that Tua should go work these kids in the draft out and pick who he wants, and they'll get it for him. I think that's a mistake. I think letting Tua do that is fine, but to totally dismiss Parker and Williams, I think is a bad mistake. Hey, bro, all yours. All right, Tess. I said that dismissing Parker and Williams, I think is a big mistake. What do you think about that? Eye test is going. I'm gonna give him a couple of minutes. If he doesn't come up, I'm out for the night. Because I'm feeling it, fellas. I'm truly feeling it right now. I will be up at 6 a.m. I'll have a lot of energy in me. Okay? Yep, I did a good 2.5 hours. Guess I'm gonna give eye test some time. Come back up here. Oh man. Sorry for yawning. Jefferson said, I just want my team use Hack-a-Shack. Okay. No baseball cut check. Never play for the team. Just remember rare when pros make exceptions. Okay. Jefferson being a big contributor. Okay. I want to thank Jefferson, EM, Esteban, Pete, Dusty. He was here for name and make a cameo. Sean Jones, as always. Abdul Jones, Officer Jones is terrific. Sheila E. I love you. Heifel. Appreciate you. And T. Dudiak. Appreciate you. He was the first one to come on tonight who said I was right about Joe Biden. This is one of my shortest shows ever. I'm tired. I'm feeling it. I will be here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. N.F.L. talk, Dolphins talk, 6 a.m. tomorrow. No partying, no clubbing, no smoking weed, no drinking, no women, no partying, no sex. I'm on the road, dog, but even I can't keep your hours at certain times. That's one of them. First one of them. Yeah, I appreciate you, my brother. I will see you all tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. with show number 127. Yes, it even gets to the Mace Master. I love you guys. Remember, partying or clubbing, no drugs, no smoking, no drinking, no recreational drugs in your body. Respect everyone. Respect the women, girls, respect the brothers. No sex, no women. Good night from the Oasis. Too tired, cut it short. Love you.